I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fix 5. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Have you been in an accident that wasn't your fault? Feeling overwhelmed and unsure what to do next? Look no further. The personal injury attorneys at Phillips Law Firm are here to help. Phillips Law Firm understands that accidents can turn your life upside down. That's why they're dedicated to fighting for the compensation you deserve and to making the process as stress-free as possible. Don't wait any longer. Call now, 1-800-JUSTICE, or visit justiceforyou.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. There's a doctor who posts videos on TikTok, and this doctor gone viral. You can check out the video on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com because he's got a PSA that involves what not to do with certain Christmas ornaments.
So Target already has some of their Christmas decorations out, and I feel like I should stop for a moment as a doctor and give a small PSA. Do not put this where it doesn't belong. Do not put this where it doesn't belong. Do me a favor and don't put this where it doesn't belong. Or this. Or even this little one. Not this. Don't even think about it. Definitely not. You'll get a splinter. Anyways, happy holidays. Stay safe out there. Don't put things where they don't belong. Please.
I don't know what is he talking about.
I don't know.
These Christmas tree ornament-looking things are oddly shaped like other things you could buy at, at a store.
Laundry room? Is that where we're not supposed to put them?
Yeah,
I'm not exactly sure what he's talking about.
Don't put. Is that
bathroom?
Don't put them in the garage. Yeah. Don't put them downstairs. I think is what he means.
The sad thing is he's probably had to experience people trying these.
Yeah.
Many, probably.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
I mean, we hear those stories where, like, they have, like, the x-ray, and you're like, how did someone think that was going to go?
I mean, they're pretty, and some of them are shaped that you go, okay,
Nothing puts me in the Christmas spirit more than
but those are
plugging
like
things up.
Those will not withstand the pressure, and then it's just like porcelain or glass or whatever, and next thing you know,
Target just put out a statement saying, don't listen to that doctor. Use those however you'd like. So long as you purchase them from us, we don't care.
That's a good point. We got to make the sale. Whatever you want to do.
It's like, hey, doctor, what are you doing here?
Put the hoe in ho, ho, ho. Let's get it done.
I do like that he's wearing, like, his scrubs. That way, in case you were questioning if he's a doctor or not, he's wearing his gear.
I wasn't going to listen to him until he looked official, and... you've got to see the video because it is pretty funny. And we do it on the BJ Migs page of KISW.com because he takes every Christmas tree looking item. And I really didn't realize that, Christmas tree, ornamenty things can kind of look like that because they start small at the top and then they get bigger and bigger, like things. Yeah, other things.
I mean, once you look at it, you realize I can't unsee this again.
I know.
I don't even know if I want to put up a Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah, I don't blame you. Because, damn, dude. Gosh.
Next thing they're going to have to put that behind, like, the glass enclosure that they do at Target these days to avoid people stealing them.
You're absolutely right.
I'm surprised they don't have that already.
Dude, I went there the other day because remember I was talking about how they have all those glass enclosures now. It seems like just to avoid people from stealing stuff. And it's like anything from like a body wash to razor blades to toothpaste. Man, the employees at the Target I went to must be just sick of doing it because all those doors were unlocked.
Oh, really? They're just like, we're done.
Yeah, it's like they're supposed to be locked and you're supposed to like hit a button and then a Target employee will eventually come and help you. And I'm sure just as annoying as it is for the customers, it's equally as annoying for the employee.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I went in there the other day. I'm like, oh, man, I don't want to go and have to deal with, like, having to wait 20 minutes just to get body wash. And I went down that aisle. Every door was unlocked. I'm like, they just said, screw it. We don't care.
It's because of people like my mom. She was complaining about that to me this weekend, and she was like, she told the employee, you better well just follow me because I'm going to need everything in this aisle. And I guess apparently that she made the employee follow her and get out everything she needed before he left.
I know that there was a massive amount of loss that they had, so this was their idea. But how do they think this was a good idea? Like, how do they think, oh, yeah, no, this will be not a problem at all to have every friggin' thing locked up?
I feel like somebody on the, I guess, decision-making team is probably looking at everybody after they see, like, videos or go to Targets and notice that they're just leaving the doors unlocked. Like, I told you this was eventually going to happen. We wasted all this money on all these glass cases, and now what are they doing? They're leaving them unlocked.
That would have been me.
Right.
I'm the guy that would have kept the meeting going on way too long because I would have said, this is a stupid idea.
And then the next day, they're like, damn it, we have to go in and have to hear BJ say he told us this.
Oh, yeah, that's even worse than actually having to take all those things down.
Right. The I told you so coworker.
Oh, that is, totally me. There's a Grammy-nominated singer that almost got kicked off a plane because she wanted to sing on the plane. All right. Steve's going to tell you all about this. He's got the Migs report for you at 6:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fix 5. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Have you or a loved one been injured in an accident? Are you struggling to recover fair compensation? Look no further. At Phillips Law Firm, the experienced personal injury attorneys will fight for your rights and get you the justice and compensation you deserve. They handle a wide range of cases, including car accidents, slip and falls, medical malpractice, and workplace injuries. Justice is a phone call away, so don't wait. Call today for a free case review. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com. Lovers, your local lingerie and adult store has gifts of pleasure for partners who know it's nice to be naughty. Turn up the heat this holiday when you shop at any Lovers store. Let our knowledgeable team help you select the best pleasure presents and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until December 31st. Some exclusions apply.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle, presenting Green Day with the Smashing Pumpkins and Rancid. They're coming to T-Mobile Park next September 23rd, next year, man.
Got a little time, but still, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, and I know what you want. You want tickets. And, I mean, you come to us. I get it. I mean, we play the Green Day, don't we, Steve? Every once in a while we play the Green Day?
Yes, absolutely.
So all this week you get the code word, and once you get that code word, all you got to do is text it to 206-803-ROCK. And that gives you a chance to win tickets to the show. So this morning at 6:47, I got the next code word for you. So be here, 6:47, get the code word, and that's your shot at Green Day tickets. All the info at KISW.com.
If you're hearing an informative newscast right now, well, then you must not be listening to BJ and Migs. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys, and thanks to Palace Law for giving us the Migs Report. And today's your day to enjoy a pickle. Happy National Pickle Day.
All right, then.
Maybe we need that doctor from the earlier break talking about where not to put things, and maybe pickle is one of those things he'll talk about as well.
I'll put my pickle anywhere I want.
Fine. And maybe enjoy a little spicy guacamole. It sounds like an Urban Dictionary thing, but it's National Spicy Guacamole Day.
I'm going to put my pickle in some spicy guacamole.
Oh, it's Tuesday. That's our Chipotle Day.
Oh, yeah, you can do this.
For like $1 billion, right there, Chipotle. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But their Chipotle, their Chipotle, their guacamole is amazing.
Yeah, man.
All right, that's going to be what's happening.
You got pickle, you got to bring it. Just don't get caught.
Okay.
That would be really embarrassing.
I don't plan on smuggling a pickle into Chipotle.
Well,
None of this sounds right.
Yeah, well, I know. I feel like, if anyone could smuggle a pickle in Chipotle, you're my man.
I appreciate
You
that.
can get it done.
All right, I don't know if you know that the Grammy nominees were put out, the nominations
I
for
saw
the
that
Grammy
yesterday,
Awards.
yeah.
It was a fun game of just going through all the albums and the nods, and I'm like, I don't even know who the hell some of these artists are.
I'm glad you said that because I was like, I am so out of touch.
Yeah, like album of the year. I don't know, John Batiste.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
I've heard of Boy Genius, but I didn't know anything about their music. I know everyone's like, oh, it's a super group. And then I look and see who, like, it's 3 ladies that are in this group. And then I'm like, I don't even know what the groups are that they were in that makes them a super group.
Oh, my. So that's how bad it is that we don't know the members of the super group, which we should know. Oh, that's not good.
Do you know Janelle Monáe?
Oh, yeah, that's a woman.
Oh, okay, Vicky knows her.
Yeah, she's really good, and she's got in the world of voice acting, too. She was in, not this season, but the last season of Big Mouth, I believe. Or one of those shows.
Oh.
She's phenomenal.
I do love the name of her album. It's called The Age of Pleasure.
Oh, damn. Okay.
She's got an amazing voice.
And then, of course, Taylor Swift's been nominated, Miley Cyrus.
Who's that Taylor Swift? Is she new?
Olivia Rodrigo, Lana Del Rey.
Oh, I know those names.
Yeah, I know the names. I can't name you a Lana Del Rey song.
Yeah, Olivia Rodrigo, I think did she just do an iPhone commercial? I think she recorded something on somebody.
I don't know.
One of those fine singers did.
I know she has that driver's license song. That's about all I know.
Yeah, that's. I think she got her license actually.
Okay.
She's driving now.
All right, there's also an artist by the name of Bobby Storm.
Bobby Storm.
She's a gospel singer, and apparently she just got nominated for a Grammy. Very exciting.
Congratulations, Bobby.
She was so excited that she was on a Delta Airlines flight and decided to let everybody know that she was nominated for a Grammy and thought, you know what? Everybody's going to want to hear me sing.
Oh.
So she starts talking to everybody on the flight, and then the flight attendant's like, hey, can you shut up? The audio is awesome because a lot of people are debating and arguing about this. I mean, she does kind of come off as a little full of herself, but here's the moment where the flight attendant starts talking to Bobby Storm.
Seatbelt signs off. It's not a disturbance.
Have a seat.
I am. You have a seat. Oh, I just found out I'm up for 2 Grammys. My very first time, you guys. My name is Bobby Storm. I sing for the Lord, and my song is out on all platforms. It's called We Can't Forget Them. I want to share this with you guys. I wanted to do it when I first got on the plane, but I haven't done this in a while, so...
Are you need to be quiet?
They're enjoying it. So while we're sitting here, could I please...
I'm not enjoying it. So I'm asking you, can you be quiet?
Okay, well,
That's a yes or no answer, please.
Am I going to go to jail if I don't?
Can you please answer my question? Are you willing and able to be quiet right now?
I'm doing what the Lord is telling me to do.
I don't know if the Lord really wants you to sing on a plane, and I don't know if everyone around you really wants to hear you sing. I love that guy's like, can you just shut up?
Yeah. You know what? She was okay until that last line. I'm doing what the Lord is telling me to do. Somebody's asking you to be reasonable, and you're going to pull, the Lord is telling me to do.
Oh,
no, I'm done with you.
I was done before that when she's like, everybody's enjoying it. I'm like, really? You think?
Yeah, that started it. You're right. That did start it for me, but I was like,
I'm full of yourself.
I'm going to try to be nice. But the last line just, you're done.
I love the flight attendant's like, I'm not enjoying it. Well, it continues. Here's more from their interaction.
I'm asking you a question, yes or no. I'm your flight leader. I need you to follow my instruction.
Okay.
My instructions for you to answer my question. Are you able to be quiet?
What do you guys think?
I'm asking you, ma'am.
I'm asking you guys.
If you're not able to follow my instruction, you will not be taking this flight.
Okay.
Are you able to be quiet?
If that's the case, then that's fine.
All right. Thank you.
So I'm singing on the low for y'all in the back.
Yeah, I guess she's still sang. What is that?
Yeah,
I mean, I love that guy's like, I'm your flight leader, which I never heard them call that before.
Flight leader.
I like that. I'm
this
the flight leader.
I'm going to remember that myself. I'm going to ask to speak to the flight leader if I'm ever upset about anything. I don't know who you are, but I want to talk to the flight leader.
And then I like how she's like, what does everyone else think? He's like, I don't care what everyone else thinks. Shut the hell up, lady.
This dude was good. He was really good at not raising his voice, but still being very assertive. I got to learn how to do that because I usually start yelling.
How full of yourself are you?
That's pretty full.
Everyone wants to hear you sing.
She even calls herself #fearless flight singer.
Yeah,
I take the Grammy nomination away from her. She doesn't deserve it. That'd be hilarious if they were like, "Yup, you know what? You're weird, man."
Yeah, she's not representing, her people very well. If you're somebody who's religious, you've got to just be a little bit more humble, and you were not very humble.
Someone says, "You're telling me Bobby Storm is not an adult film star?" See, I was thinking that's a good name for a wrestler.
See, there's so many different names you can have for that. Bobby Storm, wrestler, adult film star,
gospel singer.
Would never thought gospel singer. You're absolutely that. I would have never guessed that profession.
Apparently, she did do a follow-up video saying that Delta apologized to her. I'm not sure if it was Delta, the airlines, or a lady named Delta that just said, "Hey, sorry."
Why does Delta have to apologize to her? That guy was fine.
Oh my gosh, I would be so annoyed. Imagine sitting next to that woman.
Yeah, I would be, look, I don't want to hear this. I don't care if you are serving anybody. You have to respect my wishes. We're on the plane. No, thank you.
It's like, why you got to make it weird, lady? Just shut up.
She really did make it weird. And I just, all right.
Speaking of making it weird, there's a guy in Iowa. He's 64 years old. His name is Doug. And he's facing charges because, well, he decided to paint his neighbor's plants.
He painted his neighbor's plants?
I'm not exactly sure why he did that.
Okay.
And if there's like some kind of issue between him and his neighbors.
Sounds like it.
But I guess back in May, he dismantled someone's porch lights and turned on their hose to kind of flood their yard. So I don't think he's a very fun neighbor to have.
Boy, is it the same Doug kid from the cartoon? Had things gone bad for him?
Quite possibly.
He was a lot nicer in the cartoon.
Rather that than someone singing to me on an airplane, though.
Ooh, which one do I want? Paints? I want my plants painted, or I want Gospel Girl? It's hard to say.
Or do you want to sit at Climate Pledge Arena and watch the Kraken lose again?
Oh. Why were you going to talk about that? Why are you going to bring up
That's
bad stuff?
Moving on. That's it. I was all fired up. Brandon Tanev was back. Turbo. Came out swinging, scored a goal. Then it looked like he was involved in another goal that got taken back, and then everything went to Crapsville.
Yeah.
Ended up losing 5-1.
Oh.
Can't blame Groovy for this one. In fact, I was like, why aren't you playing Grubauer? They played Joey DeCord in this game. And I'm like, Grubauer always seems to have the upper hand on his old team, at least recently. I'd have put him in between the pipes, but I'm not the coach.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder.
I mean, I guess because maybe his performance against the Edmonton Oilers was not very good. So, you know what? We'll give Groovy a little bit of a break.
Oh, boy.
Up next, the Edmonton Oilers once again.
Okay.
That's happening tomorrow night. So hopefully we can turn things around, BJ.
Yeah,
what's Martin Jones doing these days? He's in the minor leagues for Toronto.
Yeah, let's give him
put on a couple dollars and bring him back.
Something.
Do something. Honestly, I was so knee-jerk. I saw Tanev score, and then that other play, I'm like, that was what we needed. We just needed Turbo. Everything's good again. And then it all just went to hell.
I know. Isn't that horrible when you think, okay, and then they don't let you even... they don't even let you bask in that.
It got worse, BJ.
I know. This season is... I'm hoping for a good draft pick.
All right. Well, we got some good news.
Yes.
Well, it doesn't involve any team in Seattle, but it involves a guy who is from the Pacific Northwest, specifically Lakeside School in Seattle. The man himself, Corbin Carroll, that baseball player.
Oh, yeah.
National League Rookie of the Year. That was pretty cool.
Not a surprise. The kid was amazing.
He plays the Arizona Diamondbacks. They ended up going to the World Series. Didn't win it, but still had a phenomenal season. And I believe this is the first time a player for the Arizona Diamondbacks has won Rookie of the Year. So that's pretty cool for him.
Oh, wow. That is pretty wild.
A fantastic season for that guy.
I wonder if it's the first time a Pacific Northwesterner has won Rookie of the Year. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, boy, oh boy, would it be great to have him on our team.
Well, yeah, of course. Speaking of having good players on our team, everyone's talking about Shohei Ohtani because, a lot of people are going to be backing up the truck to get him to play for their team. Guy that plays for the Angels, he can pitch, he can hit, and, I don't know if it's going to work out well. A lot of people were thinking, maybe Seattle's the place that he'd want to come. The Northwest, this, that, and the other thing. Well, apparently, according to some people in the industry, according to the Major League Baseball Network's John Morosi, a lot of people believe that he's basically going to be picking, yes, money will matter, but really the big deal is that he wants to play for a team that's looking to win.
Wow.
He's not looking for a team that's looking to win 54% of the time.
Yeah. So, something there, that's a powerful statement.
He's less concerned about geography and more concerned about the quality of the team that he's going to.
That's a powerful statement because there are a handful of teams in baseball that will right the ship because their fan base will not tolerate it. Mm-hmm. And I can think of New York. I can think of Boston. Obviously, L.A. is, L.A., definitely the Dodgers, I should say.
That's an easy move for him.
Yeah. And that's something I think the Dodgers are like, what do we got to do to get over? But the Dodgers are a really good team. I don't think Shohei is what they need. I think they need to not win their division.
Have you also? He recently underwent his second Tommy John surgery, and I heard there's rumors that he might just focus on just being a hitter entirely, not even do the pitching thing.
And that's going to be a whole different ballgame because he will get less.
Yeah,
he'll get less if he can't pitch, and that's why it's going to be interesting to see if people back up the truck because he's been a DH. I don't know how good of a fielder he is, and then all of a sudden you're paying a lot of money just for a DH.
I mean, he does hit the ball well.
He does. He's a really good hitter. So
like some of our Mariners players.
Yeah, but he's not the guy we need because of our ball is so heavy a lot of the time. You need Corbin Carroll is the guy you need. That kind of player,
man. We ain't getting
That's the guy we need.
Oh, man, I like this text. I'd rather be a Kraken fan than a Bills fan, LOL. I don't know if you watched yesterday's game.
I did watch that game. Oh.
What a crazy ending to Monday Night Football as the Bills were leading the Denver Broncos 22-21.
Yep.
29 seconds remaining. Buffalo hoping that, the Broncos aren't going to be able to kick that field goal. But, well, I'll just play the audio of the last couple of seconds of this game because it's pretty nuts.
41-yard try for the win. Once. He missed it, but a flag is down.
12 men on defense, 5-yard penalty.
Wow.
Still fourth down.
And this will move the ball inside the 20, and it becomes a 36-yard game-winning field goal attempt by Will Lutz. Good snap, good hold. Kick, perfect. And the Broncos have come to Buffalo, and they're going to leave with a win.
Yep, wow. Broncos win the game thanks to the 12th man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, they were going to lose it. Too many players on the field.
Unbelievable.
Russell Wilson, couple touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, including, at the end.
Yes.
At the end, he brought them back where they could actually, be in a position to win that game.
Mr. Unlimited.
And Richard Sherman calling out Josh Allen.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, saw him on Twitter. He says, it's time to have the Josh Allen conversation now. And I'm like, all right,
and what's
Sherman.
that conversation?
It's
he's not good enough.
He cites that this guy has these horrible stats, and they're like, man, you know what? You got to take a look at the fact that he's got one of the worst stats in the NFL, and I didn't see what stat he was talking about, but he's like, this guy has the more like he's not as good as you think he is. We got to figure this out.
Interesting.
Yeah, and wow, it is. It's something. A lot of people just think he needs better coaching, whatever the case is. But I love that Richard Sherman started the conversation about Josh Allen.
Josh Allen's like, stop talking about me.
Yeah.
Don't you talk about the best.
And
he's not really the best.
Would you have thought that the Seattle Seahawks would have a better record than the Buffalo Bills at this point? I wouldn't have. I know you would have because you said it. Yeah, but there's no way I would have thought that the Hawks would actually be, have a better record than the Bills, and we do.
Oh, we're 6-3, but the sky is still falling if you go onto social media.
Well, it's this upcoming schedule.
I know it's going to be tough.
That and the fact that but this is what we always do. Don't we always seem like we just play good enough to win, and it's ugly? I feel like it's been that way for 10 years around
I've been saying that forever. When people are all losing their minds, it's like, remember that season we went to and won the Super Bowl? There are many games that season that were infuriating that the team won in the last couple of minutes of the game. It was that was where the whole fourth quarter, you win it in the fourth quarter thing started. It was not every game was just a blowout. I think maybe there was like one or two games where you're like, yeah, they got this game. But the rest of them were nail biters.
Yeah, it is going to be really, really interesting to see if somehow, some way they can beat some of these teams. Because like Mitch said yesterday, you just there's no transitive properties when it comes to taking a look at like how any team can do against any team. And the Browns are a perfect example because we beat the Browns, the Ravens beat us really badly, and then the Browns went to beat the Ravens. You just can't
beat the Lions. The Lions beat a lot of really good teams as well. It's just. I think people forget that the Seahawks are playing another football team. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
you know what? Every once in a while I realize that because I see these other uniforms.
Sometimes you go on social media and you realize like nothing. Like the other team's also trying to win. Like it's not going to be easy every week.
No,
I know. Ooh, crazy talk.
Yeah, I know. It's like, what are you saying there? What are you saying, buddy?
Now, if only the Kraken will start playing.
Yeah. We still have time. I
know, but I'm worried that we'll be like 60 games into the year. We'll be like, we still kind of have time.
I'm just thinking of the St. Louis Blues from a few years ago when they really did not do well at the first half of the season and ended up winning the cup.
It just hurts.
I just want to think that way.
Hey, weather 50 degrees. It's going to be sunny today. Thanks to Snoqualmie Casino. We're going to be there on Friday night for Live Day, man.
Oh, that's right. We're going to prom night. Woo!
Tickets are going quick. You might, if you're thinking about going, you're on the fence. I mean, there's only a few tickets left, so you might want to purchase those before it gets too late.
I haven't bought my ticket yet.
Well, BJ better get on that because Friday's coming up. Thanks to Snoqualmie Casino for giving us the Migs report, and that's what's up.
Yesterday, Steve got this one right.
What male pop rock band has the hit songs "Sucker" and "SOS"?
Is it the Jonas Brothers?
It is.
They were just
She was so happy that you do that, and I had no idea.
Well, because you just went to the show.
I was very happy that I didn't know that. So there you go. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it, man. 206-803-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs. Going to do that at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. What's the difference between filing for bankruptcy and credit counseling?
Credit counseling is a useful process in some circumstances, but it does show up on your credit. In fact, from a credit scoring standpoint, credit counseling shows up just like a bankruptcy, so it's going to affect your credit as negatively as filing bankruptcy. In credit counseling, the idea is that a credit counselor works with your creditors on your behalf to try to lower interest rates or work out payment plans with your creditors to pay back your debt over time. In credit counseling, you almost always pay back 100% of the debt, sometimes at lower interest. And of course, some creditors will participate in that process and some won't. So you're usually left with kind of a mixed result with credit counseling and, of course, a high payment.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fixed fire. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Dealing with an accident and injury claim can be overwhelming. Let Phillips Law Firm fight for you. We understand the pain and suffering, and we're here to guide you through. Call 1-800-JUSTICE today for a free case review, or visit justiceforyou.com and let Phillips Law Firm help you on the road to recovery.
Lovers, your local lingerie and adult store has gifts of pleasure for partners who know it's nice to be naughty. Turn up the heat this holiday when you shop at any Lovers store. Let our knowledgeable team help you select the best pleasure presents and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until December 31st. Some exclusions apply.
Deep underground, the Jelly Belly factory, Bibi is in her secret laboratory creating the weird and wild flavors of Bean Boozled.
I've done it again!
Is it pomegranate or old bandage? Dare to compare. Bean Boozled, 6th edition. Are you brave enough?
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fixed fire. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Are you dealing with a personal injury? Don't go it alone. Turn to the experienced team at Phillips Law Firm. Their attorneys have helped thousands of clients get the compensation they deserve. Call Phillips Law Firm now. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle, and we are bringing Green Day to the town, to the city, along with the Smashing Pumpkins and Rancid. They're coming to T-Mobile Park on September 23rd next year. You got some time to plan.
That's true.
Let me tell you something. I've been around since 1988.
Yeah, that's not 1988. It's 19F8.
That's very true.
Yeah, that's important to notice. Yeah, so I think he also wants to tell you something, Steve.
What's that?
He wants to tell you the code word if you want to try to win tickets to check out that show.
What the
Yeah, I mean, look, we talked about this, Billy. Don't get mad at me.
I'm not Justin Bieber, you mother...
Okay, no, I didn't say you... We're not giving away Justin Bieber tickets.
I got 1 minute left. Oh, now I got nothing left.
Yeah, I know.
Joke.
Because I got to give the code word. You got to get out of here. Okay.
Give me a break.
I'm trying to, I wish he'd be more understanding. We're trying to give his tickets away. Anyway, here's the code word. If you want to win Green Day tickets, the code word is dream. The code word is dream.
I got 1 minute left.
You got to hurry up. I would say you do have 1 minute because people are going to call 206-803-ROCK. You need text that, I should say text that code word dream. Sorry about that, Billy. Text dream right now to 206-803-ROCK. And that's your chance at winning tickets. You want all the info, KISW.com.
Let's play B Migs.
It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. Be Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa, be Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to be me?
Let's do it.
I know Dalen from Bonnie Lake is. Dalen, are you there?
I am.
All right, Stu, now get out of here.
Goodbye.
For those playing at home, Dalen has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Sure.
At the age of 15, Katie Ledecky won her first Olympic gold medal in what sport?
Pole vaulting.
No.
Pass.
Wayne Brady currently hosts what game show?
What is it? It's Jeopardy?
No.
It's Jeopardy.
Pass.
What financial technology company was originally called Confinity?
Pass. Not my
Who is the Roman god of love?
Oh boy, I
go to pass then.
pass.
There we go.
What is the only cardinal direction you won't find in the name of any U.S. state?
Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. You're
Dalen.
Oh.
Same name as a flower. Post Malone had the 2018 hit song titled what?
Sunflower.
Yes.
Nice.
The reality show Shark Tank airs on what network?
I know it's a money network, but I do not know the name.
Yeah, you are totally wrong. And no.
Dalen, you got 1 correct.
Oh, Dalen.
You're number 1.
Yeah.
It wasn't his day, Len. Okay.
It
Anyway.
is not.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, I feel like...
that cardinal direction probably threw him off.
Did it?
Yeah, because people don't usually know that that's what you're calling it. I totally was like, I almost got messed up with that. And like, oh,
Really?
wait, I know what you mean. You mean just that.
I wonder if Steve will know it.
I think if he figures it out, if he gets confused by that like Dalen, yeah, he might be like, what?
At first, I'm like, he'll know it if he gets it right.
That's true.
Well.
Yeah, see that? Then I'll know you know it.
Steve, are you ready?
All right.
Captain Obvious comes to the rescue.
Here I come.
At the age of 15, Katie Ledecky won her first Olympic gold medal in what sport?
Gymnastics?
No.
Figure skating?
No.
Crap. The luge.
No.
Oh.
Wayne Brady currently hosts what game show?
Let's make a deal?
Yes.
Nice.
What financial technology company was originally called Confinity?
H&R Block?
No.
Allstate?
No.
Prudential?
No.
I don't know.
Who is the Roman god of love?
Aphrodite?
No.
Oh. Venus?
No.
Vaginus?
What is the only cardinal direction you won't find in the name of any U.S. state?
It's over. He's done.
It's over.
He can't win.
You don't
this now.
deserve to
No,
win.
he killed himself with that one. Look at him. He broke himself with vaginas. Pass.
Same name as a flower. Post Malone had the 2018 hit song titled what?
Dandelion?
No.
Very nice job.
Rose?
No.
Sunflower?
Yes.
Come on.
Wow. I hate to say that, but
What
with
a
that,
luck bomber.
you drop a deuce and you win.
Yeah. Vaginas.
What a luck bomber. Dalen, it wasn't as bad as...
I was going to get him.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I thought it was a real tough day for you, but as it turns out, these were tough ones. So
It was tough for everyone.
Yeah, congratulations. We appreciate you playing. Try again, man. I am shocked that, of course, you said sunflower. I thought he would go tulips. You know, like the...
like a theme?
Yes. Yeah, I thought for sure you'd say tulips, and when you said sunflower, I'm like, you freaking lucky son of a...
My brain hurts from that whole game.
That whole game was great.
Don't judge.
What are you talking about? Vaginas is indeed a great goddess.
Who is the Roman god of love?
It's, of course,
Come on.
it
He
is
shoots
Athena.
arrows.
It's Cupid.
Yes.
Is Athena the Greek god of love? Maybe Athena's the Greek god.
Wow.
I always forget about Cupid.
Same.
How could you forget about that?
I
little
forgot he was
baby in
a
a diaper.
I forgot he was a god. He doesn't feel like a god to me. Like all the other gods are like, I am a god. Cupid's like, hey, I got a little bone here.
I know, he's a cute god.
Okay, fine.
At the age of 15, Kata Ledecky won her first Olympic gold medal in what sport?
Was it soccer?
No.
Swimming.
Yes.
Okay.
Swimming.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I knew the name, but I forgot what she did.
Sad.
I know.
What financial technology company was originally called Confinity?
Fine. Is it Forbes?
No.
Financial technology.
It's like a Venmo, but it's not Venmo.
Oh.
PayPal? PayPal.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes. What is the only cardinal direction you won't find in the name of any U.S. state?
That's easy.
Steve, do you know?
I just heard words. I have no idea.
You don't know
Cardinal direction.
A cardinal direction, which is basically just the four basic directions.
East.
Oh, east?
Yes.
There's no east.
You know, there's like a West Virginia,
South
North
Carolina.
Dakota.
But then there's East Brunswick, New Jersey.
That's not a state.
Yeah.
All right.
You really don't deserve to win.
You surely don't deserve anything. Get the song back. Rewind this whole thing.
No,
Yeah.
not again. And the one that you didn't get to, the reality show Shark Tank airs on what network?
Ooh. Oh, ABC.
Yes.
He could have got that too. I can't believe he was trying to guess a financial network. It's like, no, it's one of the big ones.
I know.
Should have just.
Well, because they air it on, I think, like CNBC.
Oh, that's why he thinks that. Okay.
They run it a lot on one of those channels as
All
well.
right.
I don't know why. I know a little
Oh.
too much about Shark Tank.
Then you know what? He could have been right if he got it right then in that respect. Because
He
if
didn't
it's on
guess anything.
No, he didn't. You're
So,
right. I'm trying to help out the dude, and it's not going to work.
as much as Steve didn't deserve to win, neither did Dalen.
Yeah.
But congratulations, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we have to give somebody the trophy. Don't want to. Hey, you got a relationship problem? You got a problem at work? Anything else where perhaps advice is needed? Well, and I'll tell you what, doesn't matter how dumb you think it is, we are here for you. Call us, text us at 206-803-ROCK. It's Help Wanted, and we're going to do that at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fix fire. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Lovers, your local lingerie and adult store has gifts of pleasure for partners who know it's nice to be naughty. Turn up the heat this holiday when you shop at any Lovers store. Let our knowledgeable team help you select the best pleasure presents and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until December 31st. Some exclusions apply.
Dealing with an accident and injury claim can be overwhelming. Let Phillips Law Firm fight for you. We understand the pain and suffering, and we're here to guide you through. Call 1-800-JUSTICE today for a free case review, or visit justiceforyou.com and let Phillips Law Firm help you on the road to recovery.
Is your relationship going sideways?
Have a family issue? Problems with your coworker?
Do you need advice? We're here to help. No problem is too dumb. No dilemma is too silly. This is Help Wanted with BJ and Migs.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. What is Help Wanted? Well, for years, we've been getting phone calls, texts, and messages from Rockaholics wanting our advice on whatever problems they may be having. So, I mean, look, it could be relationship issues. It could be at the workplace or anything else. And don't forget, dumb does not matter to us.
Yes.
Yeah, we are experts. So, you want to help? We got it. 206-803-ROCK, the number to call, the number to text for Help Wanted.
Two just came in this morning, and I think we should address both of them. The most important one, though, Help Wanted. I'm having a very tough time scoring. no matter what I try, sign the Seattle Kraken.
You know what? That is not where I thought that was going to go. I love that.
I know when I first saw it, I'm like, well, dude, I don't know what to tell you. Like, maybe the Kraken need to go visit a brothel. I have no idea.
It seems like everybody else that comes to town or comes to Krakenville has no problem scoring.
Oh, okay. So maybe that's the thing.
Yeah, we should
need
see
to
what
play
they
ourselves.
do. Yeah, that's really what we need to do.
I don't know if we can help you, Seattle Kraken. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh boy, I know this is rough. I mean, look, it's early. I know it's early, but it's rough.
Hey, look, if the season ended today, we wouldn't be in last place.
Okay, fair enough. What are we, 4? Are we 2 or 3 games under 500?
Oh, we 5 wins, 8 losses. So
yeah, 3 games under 500
and 3 overtime losses.
Yeah, I know they count points, but I do look at that like you got to at least be over 500 with wins and losses if you're going to get anywhere in this league, don't you?
No. When you've played 16 games, you've only won 5 of them. That's very concerning.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we can't help you.
No, we really
Sorry.
can't. Sorry, Kraken.
Okay, here's one. And I'm going to try and deliver this one as delicately as possible.
Oh, I'm excited.
Okay, and it says, I really need your help. And you even said, if it's a dumb problem, LOL, well, I've got one for you.
Addy.
Last weekend, we had a big get-together at our house, and my boss and his wife came over. Then after they left, my wife and I noticed that there was a spot on one of the chairs.
Oh.
It was a red spot.
Oh.
And it was definitely the seat that my boss's wife was sitting in.
Oh. Oh, that's horrible.
My wife came also up to me and said that she found red droplets all over the bathroom floor.
Oh, damn.
It's obvious what happened, and I know it's a sensitive topic, but this chair is ruined, and it's going to be at least a few $100s to replace it. Do I say something to my boss?
Oh, man, dude. No.
Yes.
Oh, you say yes?
During the employee review.
Oh, yeah, that's the time.
It's time for more than a 3% raise, boss. I have to buy a new chair because of your wife.
I feel horrible for the wife.
Yeah.
I mean, that's embarrassing.
There's no way to like get it professionally clean. Hydrogen peroxide, a little baking soda, nothing. You didn't try any of that?
Watch the murder shows. Don't they throw bleach everywhere to get rid of that?
No bleach. Hydrogen peroxide helps with blood.
I mean, what if though it's still going to cost money to have it repaired?
Yeah, but it's not good. I don't think it's going to be hundreds of dollars.
I have no idea what this couch looks like, or a couch or chair.
Whatever.
Yeah. Chair, yeah.
That's what I'm
Is
curious
there a certain
about.
fabric that just gets ruined?
Yeah, that's what I wish we had more information about. Like, how
Pictures.
fancy is this chair?
We need pictures.
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, I have to take him at his word that it's going to cost them that kind of money to fix it because, like you said, Vicky, normally you can just get it out. But...
Here's my question.
Oh, you got a question?
How does the boss's wife not know that she did that?
I haven't been in that situation, so I guess we could delicately ask Vicky. Okay, Vicky, I could see how accidentally you'd go, oh my gosh, this is happening.
My aunt just visited me.
Yeah. Do you know that it's happening, or does it sometimes happen and you don't know?
I have always been pretty on, like, I know when it's going to happen, like, pretty much time it. I'm good. But I know other girls where it'll just happen, like, unexpectedly, and they had no idea it was coming, either early or even on time. It's like, it's here. I didn't notice.
But you notice when it's happening.
I notice, but some other girls don't.
Some other girls don't even know, like, they don't even
feel anything.
Oh, they don't have any sensation. Oh, that's
or
horrible.
not even any symptoms ahead of time.
Wouldn't you notice when you got home and you took your clothes off to go to bed that you're like, oh, these are...
Yeah.
And then I would think, well, if these have this... Probably whatever I sat on also has this.
Well, I think I'd be mortified. I wouldn't call and I'd hope for the best.
I would probably tell my husband, hey, can you just tell, I know this is weird, but maybe reach out to your coworker and say, hey.
That's so embarrassing.
It's super embarrassing, but everybody has the deal. Not everybody, obviously, but a lot of people have to deal with this.
If I was the wife, I would have, told my husband to reach out and said, hey, you know what? I think she accidentally spilled some wine on some of your furniture. I feel like that's code, okay? It's code, okay? Yeah. We're not going to make it weird for the workplace.
But what if the boss is like, my wife doesn't drink?
Yeah, here's the problem.
Doesn't drink wine. She's crushing beers.
She totally spilled beer. She might have ruined your sofa.
Shouldn't the wife call the other woman since they both can understand each other?
Do they know each other?
I don't want to have this conversation as a dude with anybody.
He has to.
I don't want to talk to
He's the middleman.
I don't want to. It's like I feel like if my wife wants to say, look, we need to say something, I should go, hey, can I have your wife, the boss, can I have your wife's number so that my wife can call your wife? Apparently they want to talk about something. And then they can work it out, can't they?
Look, if I invited the boss over, I probably have a decent enough relationship with the guy. To be able to hey, you should come to my house outside of work hours to have some drinks and hang out with my wife. Bring your wife. That's a personal thing.
Yeah.
I almost feel like you got to just be like, look, man, this is awkward. And I know it's awkward. But your wife, I mean, Aunt Flo she didn't leave the house.
Yeah, I suppose if you
she's
have
still at my house.
If you have a good enough relationship with the boss, you can do that. But if, for instance, there are some bosses that we have that I wouldn't, I'd feel like, I don't know.
Are you afraid you're going to get fired because of his wife?
Well, I mean, it's just a very awkward conversation. Like, our direct, look, if it was Ryan Castle, I wouldn't have a problem doing it. Okay? Okay, but if it were higher...
Can I listen in when that happens?
I mean, but if it were higher than Ryan Castle, like one of the other bosses, I'm not sure how that would go over. If I go, look, I think... Basically, your wife sprung a leak. I feel like, I think that's, I don't know how that will go. I don't know. I mean,
Someone said, you just got to be like, look, hey, I think your wife had all over my furniture, and it'd be sweet to get it replaced.
It would be sweet. That's how you go. It would be sweet if you could replace the bloody furniture, mate. Literally.
Someone said, don't use hydrogen peroxide. That will lift the color of the fabric. Try a laundry stain remover with enzymes in it. It does remove blood with gloves and a brush. Spray and scrub it. I think it will come out.
I think it will come out.
But what if, sometimes if you do too much work on something, it kind of ruins, whatever the patterns. Yeah. I don't know what this chair looks like, but it might have, a certain look to it that the more you work it out, the more it gets damaged.
It's going to be a beating. I think he's got a point that you probably have to take it to a professional to really have it look as best as possible. If you don't have the money, then you're going to have to contact the boss and go, look, I have something uncomfortable to tell you. I have to, what do you think? But boy, if your boss is temperamental or, it's a beating.
You think he's going to see red? I mean, you already did. No? So the wife knows what happened to her. It's not on the couple who owned the house. It's responsibility. It's on the boss and his wife.
Yeah, but you know how people are. It's very embarrassing.
I understand that.
Yeah, so if they don't say anything, then what do you do?
But do they really think that nothing happened then? Okay, let's not say anything.
Yeah.
And then if I'm the boss, man, I bet he's not going to say something because he's afraid that because I'm the boss.
Well, if the boss's wife tells him, then it's up to him to go, okay, I'm gonna make sure everything's cool. But if the boss has no idea because the wife is so mortified, because she might feel badly, like, oh my God, he's over his employee's house, he's the boss, and I just basically ruined. You know what I mean? I could see why people will just go, let's make it all go away.
So it's too embarrassing. Don't mention it.
Yeah, that's why I think if your boss, if you don't know the kind of boss you have, you might just want to suck it up and pay the money.
And then mark it in your calendar so that if you future get-togethers, it's not around that time in a month when you invite the boss and his wife over.
Are you ready for this? Now, yeah, exactly. It's standing room only if you guys come over.
Right. I mean, notice it's around the same time as last month. So your wife can't sit down.
And let's stand in the kitchen. No place where there's a carpet.
Or everywhere she goes to sit, you have a paper or plastic bag that you put under her.
And this is why all of my Italian relatives had the plastic on the couch.
Is that why?
That's why. They knew.
Man.
They knew. It's like, you know what? Put it in the plastic.
So I said, it's going to be in the stuffing as well. It's not just a surface stain, probably.
Oh, I hadn't even thought about that.
Ay.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Yep, time to get new furniture, I think.
Yeah, time to get a new boss.
How would you feel? Let's just say you went over to Danny's house, and then you brought the wife's key, and she did this.
Yeah,
and then Danny calls you. How would you feel?
Oh, if Danny...
Are you mad at him?
No, not at all. Because I know... But see, Danny and we know each other well enough. I just fire Danny. But, that would fix the problem.
That avoids all embarrassment.
Yeah, then I don't have to worry about it. But if it's... Let's just say Danny just started. You know what I mean? You remember how Danny was all emotional at the interview.
Yes.
What if he just started, brings over the wife, and then the wife basically just soils the house, soils the furniture? I don't know how Danny would be if he had to call me on day one. It's a horrible thing.
Yeah,
remember that employee we had on day was the first week he had a bathroom issue, and do you remember that? Were you here for that? I can't remember if you.
Bathroom issue.
Yeah, I thought it was a dog that went all over the place.
Yeah, I know that one.
He was massively mortified by it because it was relatively new into his job.
Yes.
Where he didn't really know us that well to be able to go, don't worry about it. It was horrible. And I was screaming because I was blaming the dog. I was so pissed off at the guy.
DJ, it was me.
And all of a sudden it's a human being going, it was me, it's not the dog. I'm like, oh my God, no. It was, so it's tough. It's tough.
I still think if I was comfortable enough to invite someone to my house, I'm going to be, as awkward as it is, I will be comfortable enough to just be like, look, this is strange, and I don't know how else to say it, so I'm just going to say it just straightforward, but this is what happened, and it was the chair that your wife was sitting in.
And what if I come back and go, or was it the chair your wife was sitting in?
Then I'd be like, you know what? Have a good day.
There you go.
Hang up on
that's how I saved $200. I just saved $200.
Deep down, like, now you're just messing with me and you're being a douche.
Yes.
I'd hope that the boss would be like, yeah, kind of hoping that didn't happen, but I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, you would think he knows that it happened, but maybe he's hoping that it wasn't that bad of a stain and then it's not a big deal.
And if he doesn't know, then he's going to go have that conversation with his wife. Honey?
Gladys. I don't know her name's Gladys.
Gladys is every boss's wife's name.
Yes.
Gladys, did an aunt come visit you? And, and what if Gladys denies it? What if you're the boss and you go and your wife denies it? Then it's a big fight.
Yes.
Then what happened? I mean, see, it's just.
Someone says, if you have a party, you should expect something can go wrong. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Oh, damn.
No,
That's interesting.
I expect someone to spill a beer in the bathroom or, maybe maybe a little spillage of
Okay.
something.
Let me ask you something.
Yes.
Okay, because you're right about this.
Okay.
We're at a poker game.
Okay.
This dude invites over a very big boy. A very big boy. He's like maybe 350 to 400 pounds.
Okay.
He decides we're all playing poker on his beautiful ornate chairs. And the very big boy sits on these I think they were $500 a chair.
Oh, man.
And the big boy sits on the chair and boom, on the floor. He disintegrates this chair. He felt horrible. But I mean, what do you do? Like, again, if he didn't charge him for the chair, but I mean, the guy destroyed the chair. And again, that texter has a point. You invite people to a party, things happen.
Oh, man.
Yeah, big boy destroyed the chair.
Does the big boy offer to pay for the chair?
He did. Sort of. He's like, I am so sorry. I'll help with whatever. Even though the chair's like, help with what? Help put it in the fireplace for kindling? You destroyed the chair there, Incredible Hulk. I mean, Jesus, there's nothing left.
Why do you got to throw this kind of a wrench in this conversation?
Because it just reminded me.
Difficult.
I felt so bad. My buddy was a great guy, but he was a big guy. And when we got to the house, honest to God, Steve, my mind being what it was, I'm like, this is not going to end well. Why would you have us play cards with him? You know him. You know who this guy is. Why would you bring him over with these chairs? And I looked at the chairs and I'm assessing this. I mean, I was like, I hope everything's okay. And of course, the self-fulfilling prophecy, my buddy sits in the chair and just destroys it.
It's just, gosh, man, now it messes up my entire way of thinking.
Yeah.
Because you're right. Like, if someone spilled like wine on a carpet, I'd be upset.
But what are you going to do?
But you're like, we're having a party. I don't know why, but it just felt different because it was like a bodily function. So all of a sudden, I'm like, how dare you? But
what if somebody threw up?
You invite them over. It's your responsibility. Cost of food, cost of drinks, cost of this.
Yeah, you got hockey buddies sometimes you bring over, and they like to get after it a little bit. Hey, what if they projectile vomit somewhere? What are you going to do?
Man, I'm changing my tune.
Yeah, I knew you would.
I hate this.
There you go.
I was really happy having an opinion that I felt strong about. Now it changes.
Oh, I'm sorry about my poker playing buddy.
No, but you're not wrong. Like, I mean, let's just say you had an accident in your pants.
Why do you look at me like, I know I'm of a certain age, but why am I the one that has the accident?
You kind of want to be like, I'd still wish that the person would offer to fix it, though. Like the boss, you would hope would still be like, look, I found out what happened, and here's a couple $100 or something, or $100, whatever.
Yeah.
No,
I'm going to blame his wife. Well, I hope we fixed everything.
No, I think it changed it, man.
Yeah, we really did. Sorry, buddy.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
You're going to have to.
Texter's right.
Texters are. Sorry, pal. Hey, here's a question for you. Why are people willing to spend $1,200 for a pack of cigarettes? Well, I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to do that at 7:47. on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another listener question. How do I rebuild my credit after filing bankruptcy?
You rebuild it, one creditor at a time by making your payments on time on your rent or your mortgage, by continuing to make car payments on a car that you keep during your case. You can also, as I said, you can almost always get a credit card almost immediately after filing bankruptcy. Sometimes it's a secured card, and it'll almost always have a really high interest rate on it. But you could get a small balance credit card and charge a tank of gas or a dinner once a month on that and make the payment, pay it off every month, and that'll help you build a credit history one creditor at a time, and will help you rebuild your credit over time.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fix 5. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Lovers, your local lingerie and adult store has gifts of pleasure for partners who know it's nice to be naughty. Turn up the heat this holiday when you shop at any Lovers store. Let our knowledgeable team help you select the best pleasure presents and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until December 31st. Some exclusions apply.
Dealing with an accident and injury claim can be overwhelming. Let Phillips Law Firm fight for you. We understand the pain and suffering, and we're here to guide you through. Call 1-800-JUSTICE today for a free case review, or visit justiceforyou.com and let Phillips Law Firm help you on the road to recovery.
If you're a business owner, you know these sounds mean sales. And from the sound of it, your business is growing. Whether you're fulfilling orders from your home office or warehouse, Stamps.com helps you stress less about mailing and shipping and spend more time doing what you love most. Listening to ASMR. I mean, growing your business. But as you grow, so does the need for efficiency. Stamps.com simplifies your shipping and mailing process. Import orders from wherever you sell online. Find the lowest rates with the fastest delivery times. Instantly deliver tracking updates to your customers. And buy shipping and mailing supplies when you run low. Save time and money on mailing and shipping. Get started at Stamps.com today with code PROGRAM for a 4-week trial, free postage, and a digital scale.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fix 5. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Have you or a loved one been injured in an accident? Are you struggling to recover fair compensation? Look no further. At Phillips Law Firm, the experienced personal injury attorneys will fight for your rights and get you the justice and compensation you deserve. They handle a wide range of cases, including car accidents, slip and falls, medical malpractice, and workplace injuries. Justice is a phone call away, so don't wait. Call today for a free case review. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard that tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back, legally, on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. All right, you're a big Nirvana fan, you might want to check this out. Number of never-before-seen items owned by Kurt Cobain up for auction this week.
Uh-oh.
All right, here we go.
Can't afford it. It's too close to Tatum's birthday and Christmas.
Oh, dang it. Well,
unless Tatum wants something from Kurt Cobain for her birthday.
Of course she does.
Yep. It's either Paw Patrol or Nirvana memorabilia. Of course.
Oh,
yeah.
You know Tatum wants a pack of cigarettes that Kurt left at a rehab in March of 1994. She wants that.
That's oddly specific, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and that's supposedly only $1,200.
Okay.
Wow.
I know, like people, like, you know, it's even happening in radio. Someone will be drinking out of a coffee cup and like, I'm keeping this coffee cup, and they put it on eBay. So somebody kept a pack of his cigarettes.
Yeah, that he left at a rehab back in '94. Martin Nolan, he's the executive director and co-founder of Julian's Auctions, is talking about this whole Kurt Cobain thing.
So we have a pack of cigarettes that Kurt Cobain left behind in rehab, unopened, estimated $800 to $1,200, maybe the most expensive pack of cigarettes ever, but they will sell significantly more than that because there'll be a bidding war because people want to get their hands on something from Kurt Cobain.
I understand wanting to have something from Kurt Cobain, but do you a pack of cigarettes?
Yeah, it's very weird, but it's also odd. I mean, when you think about it, it's like this is his guitar pick or whatever. You know what I mean?
I know.
And then you go, well, this here, or maybe a flannel shirt, you know, but this is a pack of cigarettes. Like, oh.
Even if let's say I'm at a house party and so like, Steve, I know you love Nirvana. I'm like, yeah, you want to see some cool Kurt Cobain memorabilia? I'm like, absolutely. And I'm thinking I'm going to see, you know, the sweater he wore in the Smells Like Teen Spirit video, or, you know, something that actually you could picture Kurt using. And he's like, this is a pack of cigarettes that he left at rehab. I'm like, what did you spend on that?
Yeah, I wouldn't believe it either.
I wouldn't even care, though.
Where's your certificate of authenticity?
Yeah,
sir?
I mean, that one wouldn't even do anything for me.
Kurt's left-handed Fender Mustang electric guitar. Now, that's something you'd be happy to see.
Absolutely.
Supposed to be going to get over $1 million at auction. Yeah. And
okay, the cigarettes are a little bit more affordable.
Yeah, that's true. That's the problem. So you have to understand where you are financially. That's why you're only busting out cigarettes, because you're like, look, this is my memorabilia from Wish. What do you want from me? Okay, this is all I got.
That'd still be a tough sell to my wife. I spent $1,200 on something from Kurt Cobain. She's like, well, I know you love the band. What did you get? A pack of cigarettes. You idiot.
Yeah. $1 million for guitar. Reason being, it was the one that was played in his final public performance before he died in April of '94. And here's Martin talking about that.
This is a really incredible historic guitar. Of course, it's Kurt Cobain. It's his Fender Mustang used on the In Utero tour. This is the last guitar he ever played, which was in Munich, Germany in 1994. And of course, sadly, we lost Kurt in April of 1994.
So here's the real sad thing about these cigarettes, though, Steve.
Okay.
I mean, it is. It's a powerful piece of information to know that they said they're from when he left rehab in '94,
right,
which obviously didn't work, or at least from a mental health perspective.
Yeah, but still, what do I need those for?
I'm
unopened.
I'm trying to make it like they're a powerful part of like Kurt's history. It's like these cigarettes were at his last stint at rehab, which he hoped worked. He left, and he probably thought it would work, or did he leave rehab too early? It's hard to know.
I'm on this page. I just ended up going out, like, you know, you have random stuff from random artists, and one of the things they have a bunch of Ramones stuff. So if you're a big Ramones fan, it's kind of cool. Like, you could get a D.D. Ramone, one of the shirts that he wore, for like $300.
Oh, okay.
Again, I'm not really, or starting bid $75. I don't know.
So it's game worn.
I guess they even have his Converse sneakers, Danny.
Oh, nice.
Starting bid $75. Oh, current bid's at $3,000.
Ooh, okay then.
Wow.
Yeah,
and that's not even Joey Ramone. That's just Dee.
I don't know how I feel about all that. I suppose if if it was something that I like something from Star Trek, maybe I'd want to get like the pants that Kirk wore. I don't know. Maybe.
I'd rather this. Like, they have the unwritten or handwritten lyrics for unwritten songs or untitled songs.
I like that.
Like, that would be cool to frame. And then you could be like, hey, look, these are lyrics to a Ramones song that never was, like right now it's at $75.
Isn't that weird? Like, the clothes are worth more than, I'm with you. I feel like something that he wrote that was creative is worth more to me.
I feel like there's a better story to that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
They got a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff in this auction place.
Yeah, I'm like going through this, and it's just, I guess
of it
looks how you go broke.
A lot of it looks better than a pack of cigarettes, though.
Yeah, some tour posters from Nirvana. I think that would be a lot cooler than a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
The pack of cigarettes one, I don't know why, but it's just so strange to me.
It is. It is a weird part of history. I guess it's because of the rehab, though. That's the only thing that makes it interesting to me. If it's like, oh, he left us at a bar, or he was at Dave's house and just left him there. But the rehab part is interesting. And then when you realize it was the left rehab in the same year that he eventually died.
What about Prince's stage-worn Jam of the Year suit? It's a reptilian suit.
Ooh,
$4,000 is the starting bid for that.
Wow, that's.
They even have a bunch of Prince's jackets and shirts, his tambourine.
I don't know.
Oh, that he played on stage for $1,200.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I guess you got to be a kind of mindset where you're a collector and you really think you want those things. It just seems weird having people's stuff they wore.
What about Michael Jackson's spacesuit?
Oh, well, all right. Hold on a second. That might be
$6,000 right now. 3 bids on it.
The only problem is that I feel like I wonder if that would be higher if Michael didn't have his history.
Yeah, quite possibly.
So, yeah, that's a thing.
Oh, some people just don't even care.
They really don't.
It's like Elvis too. Like I have some people that are just like they don't even care about any of the weird stories that have happened. They're just like, nope, this is my guy.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So now we
Britney Spears denim shorts.
Oh, okay.
Beach worn, baby.
Yeah.
I don't know what that even means. Like
beach worn.
It says Britney Spears beach worn cut off denim shorts.
Yeah. See, I don't believe it.
What do you mean you don't believe it?
Because when does Britney ever wear clothes?
Well, if you look at her Instagram.
Hey, lady.
Oh, there it is. There's the picture of her wearing it on the beach.
Oh.
How do they even get their hands on these things?
Yeah, why doesn't she have them anymore?
Well, for $250, you can put a bid down and say, I have Britney Spears beach worn denim shorts.
Yeah, see, now that's a different kind of person that wants that. Like that's a whole that you have two types of people that like to collect clothing and memorabilia,
right? And then creepy people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I think I feel like the creepy people who have money are going to go for those.
Bunch of Frank Zappa stuff if you're like into Frank Zappa.
Oh, that guy.
His marching snare drum, only $100 for that. Honestly, I think that's cheaper than probably what you could get an actual snare drum for.
Yeah, well, I guess does anybody remember Frank Zappa that well?
He's a deep cut, I think. Yeah. People who know him love him. Like if you want his stage-worn disco pants, it's $200 right now.
Oh, well, actually,
they're purple and they look comfortable.
See, I think I mean, at that point, I'm just going to a consignment store, right? I'm like going to a thrift shop at this point. I'll wear those.
This is definitely something you can get lost in, like these. That was Julian's auction.
As you're actually getting lost in it, you're absolutely right. You are completely lost.
I kind of find it fascinating. Like the things that they're willing to put up for auction, like some of it's just very random, like a George Michael black T-shirt.
Well, it's like all prices because he's got $1 million guitar up there,
right? And
he's got a $1,200 pack of cigarettes, and like you said, $200 drums. All right.
Ooh, they even got some Pearl Jam stuff too.
Oh, okay. What are we looking at?
I gotta close this.
Yeah, you really do.
Closing it now.
Yeah.
I got Christmas gifts to buy, birthday gifts to buy.
Poor Tatum is going to get a lot of Julian's memorabilia. Like, you wanted this, right? All right. Well, I'll find a place for it.
Somebody does have a very good point. You're thinking about the cigarettes the wrong way. The person who buys it probably has a massive collection of cool stuff. It'd just be a footnote in their collection, and really anything could have significance with the right story. Oh. And then, like they said, his last stint in rehab, of course, anything connected to that has value.
Yeah, that's what I connected and thought, makes them definitely more valuable.
I do like they said, but not to guys like you and me, just rich people, rich Fs with big collections. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's true. I just don't know, like, how much money would I have to have in order to start that down the road of collecting that kind of stuff?
Somebody has a good point, though. If you got them, he says, I'd get drunk and then smoke them. Do you, like, save it, like for a special night? Like, guys, something exciting happened in my life. I just found out I'm going to be a dad. Let's bust out the Kurt Cobain cigarettes.
Like a fine wine that you've been saving. Okay. All right.
They were like, these are just cigarettes now. No, they're Kurt Cobain cigarettes.
I got to ask you an important question.
Okay.
We're doing live night.
Yes.
We're not going to be staying out too late, are we, though, after the whole thing is over? Because, people like that. I mean, after the whole thing is over.
Oh, we're staying out till like 2 a.m, man.
Oh, see, because
late night daddy's kicking in. We got the party bus.
Oh,
shout out to Levi and Rich from Lion Pride Party Buses.
I got plans Saturday. I can't stay out too late.
We'll get you home before Saturday morning.
But they don't understand. I have to do physical stuff.
What do you have going on Saturday?
And you never do physical stuff. What the hell is this?
I know.
Are you building like a shed?
I know. No.
Are you cutting down some lumber for your wood stove?
The reason. And I didn't really want to ask you guys this because I know you're going to give me a lot of crap.
I'm now very curious what you need to get home.
So I, during part of the time off, I got to go back and do one of the, you know how I love to do my seminars, and they haven't done seminars in person for a long time because of COVID. So this is the first time back that I've been able to do one of these seminars.
The boys are back together.
So it was great. Got to hang out with people. And part of the seminar is one of the folks leading the seminar took us to a field trip, and the field trip really was her normal dance class that she does it's like called freeform dance where they basically DJ on Saturday mornings a bunch of music for a couple of hours, and her husband, this guy John's got 90,000 songs, and he curates every different playlist for every different Saturday.
Freeform dance.
That's what it's called. If you search for it on Facebook, that's what it is. But it's in Northgate, so it's I went once and was way out of my comfort zone because you can dance how you want, do what you want. You can
dance like nobody's watching?
You can do yoga. You can sit in a chair. They got little kids running around sometimes. And so I went to my first one, and I actually really dug it. But it does look very like hippie granola. Yep, there you go, Steve. There it is.
Here we are.
Yeah, and it definitely looks very Pacific Northwest.
This seems like what happens at like 4 a.m. at some of these festivals that I go to.
Yes,
you're doing this sober?
Yes. Well, I am. I don't know. I cannot testify for anybody else, but
awesome.
I am. But it's like you've got people in tie-dye, you got people in Lululemons, you got people. It's like everybody's just doing everything. It is so eclectic. The music's very eclectic. Like sometimes you feel like you're at the club. Other times you feel like you're at a retreat.
So get moving, get connected, get happy. Freeform dance.
That's what it's called. And I have to. I'm doing it this Saturday, so I just got to make sure I cannot stay out too late.
We could freeform dance Friday night into Saturday, man.
Well, look, I mean, if that's what you want to do,
that's what we should do.
But it takes a lot out of me because I want to stay on the floor the whole time. I don't want to be that guy that's like, I gotta go. Yeah.
Do you bring out your walking poles, or they become dancing poles?
You know what? That would be funny if I did that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's way out of my comfort zone, but I did it,
and you had fun.
I did, and then, the sort of like a bunch of people from the retreat are saying, hey, we're doing, and then a little lunch after, and I'm like, all right, well, I got to join the gang.
Is there video of you doing dance?
No, there's no video. There's nobody there.
Let this man dance like no one's watching,
Danny.
Danny.
It's the whole idea, Danny.
Honestly, I'm just hurt because he will go to this, but he won't go to emo night still. So at this point, I'm like, you should go.
Emo night is late at night. Freeform dance is at a very
early
reasonable
morning.
It's a very reasonable time. It's
at
like 10 in the morning,
or is it like there's like a disco?
It's well lit. Yeah,
like when I'm looking. So it's like there's like a giant wall that's basically like a big window.
Oh, and it overlooks. I mean, in the fall with the trees, it overlooks like a beautiful. It's a beautiful view of trees. We'll see what happens in the winter, though.
I'm looking at like the playlist. I don't know any of these songs.
Yeah, there's a couple you might recognize, but so is
it like hippy dippy music, or is it like
it's
EDM?
Everything? He's got.
Oh, you
like
got the Rascals?
Yeah, he's got club music. He's got older music. He's got some little hippy dippy once in a while. He just likes to create moods, and we danced to Anne Murray.
Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah. He'll throw anything in. He said he's trying to get 100,000 songs that he has in his own collection. He doesn't have a Spotify.
TLC. You danced to waterfalls?
Maybe
man?
I might have done that.
Oh, you were chasing waterfalls.
Yeah. So I didn't realize. So he puts the playlist up.
I mean, it's up on the Freeform Dance Facebook page.
I didn't know he did that.
I'm just looking at some of these. You're right. He's got a lot of songs.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I mean, different Thievery Corporation. It's like a whole. It's pretty eclectic. You're right.
It's super, and it really is.
Oh, Free Your Mind by En Vogue. Free your mind.
Yeah. Come on, Steve. Freeform dance, buddy.
Free your feet.
Yeah.
Freeform dance.
And it's all ages. I thought, I'm going to go and it's going to be a bunch of people in my demographic who look like they're hugging trees for every day. And yeah, some of us are like that. And then there are younger people, it is like, it's very eclectic.
So can we get you freeform dancing while we're playing music at live night? Or live day, prom night?
Yeah, I mean, I dance like I forgot my medicine. That's why it's nice to dance like no one's watching.
We should all do it together.
Oh, all right then. If
everyone in the room to get up, maybe like one of the. I think we're going to play like Fight for Your Right to Party, and we freeform dance to it.
All right, I'm for that. If
I'm
I can hide behind,
I'm playing drums, so I can hide behind the drums while you guys all dance.
Oh, that's not cool.
Fine, another song we can play. Yeah, I'll freeform dance with you.
Yeah, look, I'll freeform dance if everybody else is out there, so I can sort of blend in.
This will be the first non-MDMA inspired freeform dance I've ever done, so I'm in for this.
Yeah, it's a fun group. They're really good people, and they got lots of cool rules so that you can feel comfortable out there, and they do a great job with it. And it's just look for it on Facebook, Freeform Dance if you care to just have a great eclectic dance party on a Saturday morning.
I'd like to give you a hard time about it.
You would? All right, go ahead. I deserve it.
Because Danny brought up emo night. And I remember we did the emo night in Dallas. And at first I was like, I'm just going to bob around. By the end of the night, granted, a few, vodka Red Bulls got into me. And the next thing you know, you're on stage and you're just jumping up and down and you're high-fiving and hugging everybody. And it just feels good, even though I know I wasn't dancing well. Nobody was for the most part. And it's just like, you just kind of get lost in the moment. And it just feels very good to get all that out of you.
Yeah, it is,
So I like to crap on you for it, but hey. I want you to freeform dance at live night. Get ready.
All right. Well, you know me. They'll probably, if you guys will slip me a couple of beverages, which makes it easier.
Yes.
I mean, I do it sober on Saturdays, and and also the group that we did the retreat with are really supportive and very, so they know that it's out of my comfort zone. So they're like, dude, good job coming, and so that's always helpful. But yeah, at live night, I think, a rum and diet will get me to do freeform anything. Oh, that probably doesn't sound right, but yeah,
That's fun. I think about like the times, like even like at live night, at emo night when I was there with Danny and all of them, I was just like, at first you're like kind of feel insecure. You're like, okay. But then when you realize everybody is just in their own world, I kind of say it like it's like the gym. Everyone gets insecure about going to the gym, like, oh, everyone just going to look at me like I'm weak or this. Nobody gives a flying F for the most part. Yeah, it's true there might be a couple of douches out there. But for the most part, everyone's into their own little world or in their own little head, dancing, working out, whatever it may be, where they're just like, I don't care what you're doing. I'm worried about what I'm doing.
And for a lot of times, like, especially emo night, and I would imagine at yours too, BJ, it's like there's so many supportive people out there where it's like, dude, you know this song? I know this song. Let's dance together. Like, it just gets exciting at that point.
And I remember when we were in Dallas, we were wasted at that one emo bar, that Shot Topic place, and they were playing some music, and I was so wasted, I got like a whole bunch of people to do, I called it the Tatum, because she does this dance where she just rolls her arms like this.
Oh,
so at some point...
she's giving a false start?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, yeah, exactly. And I was like, let's do the Tatum. And then all these people I didn't even know, we're all
let's do the Tatum.
We're doing the Tatum. And I was like, I want to FaceTime my wife, but she'd be very mad that I'm waking her up at 2 a.m. To be like, look, we're dancing like our daughter. She's like, go to bed. Go to the hotel.
That's exactly what happens in freeform dance dances. People will just start getting around somebody else, and then everybody's doing the same thing.
Yes.
To sort of honor, that's...
That way you feel comfortable.
Definitely, because people did that to me, and I first thought, oh my God, get away from me! Don't I feel good when I'm doing it by myself. But they're like, no, we dig what you're bringing down. We dig what you're throwing down. We're throwing down with you.
You're like, you're killing my vibe. Like, no, we like your vibe.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Someone said I'm picturing BJ dancing like Napoleon Dynamite in my head.
Yeah, that's exactly. You know what? Exact picture. Very, very exact picture.
Will BJ dance to this song? Somebody was wondering.
Why does the texter have to make life worse?
I don't know. I just said, will BJ freeform dance to Dominic the Donkey?
Yeah. Thanks, texter.
What if the guy puts that into his playlist?
Yes.
It's never. Listen, if he puts that in his playlist, I might have to destroy his collection. I'm going to put that out there right now.
We like that BJ guy. He was really kind of coming out of his own comfort zone, and then we played that Christmas set playlist, and he got really mad.
That's right. If anybody knows John, he cannot put Dominic the Donkey in there. You can make requests too.
I wonder if sometimes he's like, I'm going to throw this one in there just to see how people react. Like, like it's almost like he's trolling you in a fun way.
Oh, dude, I went in. I was helping us because I got there early. So they're like, oh, I'll help you set up some chairs. But I was humming Daydream Believer because I have that in my playlist from the Monkees. Next thing you know, he throws on a Monkees set before we even start.
Oh, he was doing it for you, man.
Oh, yeah. And
did you do Backstreet Boys?
Dude, he does.
Backstreet's back. Oh.
Yeah, he does. It's wild. You'll go from something where you feel like, okay, I'm at a meditation retreat until like that. Like, then you go into the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, it looks like he posts the playlist of every, if not every, but most of the times that he performs.
And dude, it works. I mean, I got to take my hat off to this guy because it flows really well. Like, if you need a rest, rather than having to just leave the dance floor, he puts on something where he knows, okay, let's give the folks a little cool down.
Yeah.
And everyone sort of still stays out there because it's free for him, so you do what you want.
You got to get turned in Japanese so you can sing along to it.
Oh, I was also, the one I really like too is Dancing with Myself. I thought maybe I would request that
sometime. That should be the first
song
he plays. Like, that should be his
because that's kind of what we're doing.
Call to arms. Yeah.
Yeah. But he does take requests. So I thought, well, maybe I don't know if I want to, because when Dancing with Myself comes on, I do go crazy and start singing.
Oh, and
I probably look like I'm in concussion protocol, but I don't care. I do it anyway.
So he should wait towards the end of Freeform Dance to do that. That way you're all lubed up and ready.
Exactly. Wow.
Euphemism.
Yeah, sure. No, that's
How great would it be if all of a sudden Danny's turned into Emo Night DJ and then you become Freeform Dance Night DJ?
Yeah, that would be really wild.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We have our crowds.
Yeah.
Danny has his crowd. I've got my crowd. Recently, Jerry Seinfeld, for a lot of folks, we got very excited because he mentioned that a Seinfeld reboot is in the works. Well, one of the stars of Seinfeld says, yeah, I don't know anything about this. You're going to hear from him at 8:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fix 5. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Have you or a loved one been injured in an accident? Are you struggling to recover fair compensation? Look no further. At Phillips Law Firm, the experienced personal injury attorneys will fight for your rights and get you the justice and compensation you deserve. They handle a wide range of cases, including car accidents, slip and falls, medical malpractice, and workplace injuries. Justice is a phone call away, so don't wait. Call today for a free case review. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Lovers, your local lingerie and adult store has gifts of pleasure for partners who know it's nice to be naughty. Turn up the heat this holiday when you shop at any Lovers store. Let our knowledgeable team help you select the best pleasure presents and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until December 31st. Some exclusions apply.
Instant coverage, perfect roots, even get a volume boost. Just shake, spray, dry, great, kiss it, bye-bye. With Clairol, I'm ready to qualify.
New Clairol Root Touch-Up Spray instantly makes grays disappear and gives your hair a boost of volume. There's no ammonia, no peroxide, which means no damage. Just pure hair love. And get this, it fits right in your purse for an on-the-go quick fix. Clairol Root Touch-Up Color and Volume 2-in-1 Spray in 5 gorgeous shades.
Clairol, it's so me.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. I don't know if you remember last month we told you about Jerry Seinfeld. He was in Boston doing a stand-up show, and at the end of that show, he did a Q&A. And, it's going to happen because a lot of folks very unhappy with the end of Seinfeld, the TV show. If you don't know or don't care, basically it was a really bad episode where they all just ended up in jail, and then that's how the series ended.
Right.
And, a lot of folks didn't dig that. And so, somebody asked about it. And here's this bombshell Jerry dropped.
Did I like what? The ending of the show. Well, I have a little secret for you about the ending. But I can't really tell it. Because it is a secret. Here's what I'll tell you, okay? But you can't tell anybody. Something is going to happen that has to do with that ending. Hasn't happened yet. And just what you are thinking about, Larry and I have also been thinking about. So you'll see.
And people are kind of losing their minds about that.
Yeah, and the Larry he's talking about, in case you don't know, because some people don't make the connection, is Larry David from the show Curb Your Enthusiasm, who, by the way, George Costanza's character was pretty much based on Larry in real life, and Larry pretty much plays Costanza, who was really him on his own show.
I always felt like Larry David was like 10% Jerry Seinfeld and then 90% George Costanza.
Good call.
Like there was still a little bit of a Jerry to him in those episodes of Curb Your Enthusiasm, but obviously more about George.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. So speaking of George, Jason Alexander, the actor who played George Costanza on Seinfeld, he was asked about this because, the bomb gets dropped by Jerry at a comedy show and said, hey, Jason, what do you think?
There's only one reason for that rumor. Jerry apparently at the end of some stand-up thing went, well, Larry and I are thinking of something. I go, good for you. I don't know anything about it. So nobody called me. Apparently they don't need George, and they may not need Elaine because Julia and I went, do you know anything about this? Well, I don't know anything about this. And I just talked to Michael the other day, and I don't think he knew anything about it either. So.
So maybe they're just rebooting it without any of the people. Like Jerry has new friends.
Well, and it could really just be in the planning stage since those two really put together the show. And but yeah, you'd think once he dropped that bomb that he would probably contact Jason and Julia, who played, of course, Elaine, and Michael, who played Kramer. You think he would probably reach out to them and go, "Hey guys, I don't know if you heard, but yeah, Larry and I are looking at something."
And also, maybe I'm reading into that little clip a little too much, but. He said he reached out to Elaine and Kramer.
Yes.
But didn't say he reached out to Jerry.
Yeah, you're right. That is odd that he wouldn't reach out to those three are sort of in a different tier. And
or is Jerry like Russell Wilson? He doesn't share his phone number with everybody.
That's a good point,
right?
That is Steve. That was a good observation. You're right. Yeah, you would think those four would be friends forever.
At least they're like, if you're going to hit up the other guys, like, have you heard anything about this? Wouldn't you have like a group chat? Like, hey, we bringing the band back together or what, Jerry?
That is weird. Yeah. I wonder if it's kind of like, Larry and Jerry do their own thing. And then these other three were just hired actors to play the parts that these two other guys created.
Well, I'm sure that's the case, but you still think like they'd be like, hey, should I keep my schedule open for any time in the near future? What's going on with this?
I would have called Jerry. I mean, why not get extra cash? You can get some cash for this. If I'm Jason Alexander, I'm calling Jerry straight up.
Yeah, what the hell has he been? I don't know. Like, obviously,
he's
that scandal.
He's got a commercial.
Oh, he did?
Oh, you're thinking Michael. Yeah, you're thinking
I'm
Kramer.
thinking Michael Richards. Yeah.
Yeah, Jason.
Kramer.
Yeah, I would say that Julie Louis-Dreyfus has probably been the most successful out of all of them. She's had some great shows, including Veep, and so she's done real well.
And as for Michael Richards, it looks like the last thing he did was in 2019. He played a character named Daddy Hogwood in Faith, Hope, and Love, which I guess it's a movie nobody's heard of.
Yeah. Daddy Hogwood?
Yeah, I love the name.
That sounds like a name for a different type of movie.
It does.
And then he was on 12 episodes of a show called Christy with Christy Allen back in 2013, 2014.
Oh.
So he hasn't really done anything.
You mean Kirstie Allen?
Kirstie Allen, yeah.
Yeah, because she's no longer with us.
Yeah, so this was back many years ago.
Yeah,
10 years ago.
He kind of wrecked himself. That the whole comedy thing that he did, that just was, oh boy, that
was bad.
Yeah, he was done. And Jason, he's doing commercials for somebody. I think it's a wireless company or something like that, or some sort of something that I've just seen him recently on TV doing. So he's doing stuff like that.
I still have the clip of Kramer.
I'm deeply, deeply sorry.
Okay.
I'm not a racist. That's what's so insane about this.
Yeah. It's tough. That was a whole tough scene, and it doesn't age well either. Like It's worse. If we played what he said today, it was bad when we played it. Almost 10 years ago. Yeah,
it's not more than 10 years. I feel like it could be.
You're right, Steve. But it was bad then. But I think of today's climate, and it's even worse. Like he's, and that's
2006.
Yeah, so that you're right. So that was 17 years ago.
Wow.
Whoa, that's a long... And what's he done? He really hadn't done much. Wow. Yeah.
So it could be like the Frasier reboot where like it's all new people in it.
Yeah, and I watched the Frasier reboot, and I have to tell you, it's grown on me. I like it. It took me a little bit.
I didn't even know it was out yet.
Yeah, it's on Paramount Plus. That's why. But I think but you might get to see it on CBS because of the writers' strike, and they might need stuff. The writers and actors strike that they may take it and throw it on regular television at some point. But I like it. It's actually, out of all of the reboots that have been done, Kelsey Grammer still has great timing. He's really, either you like him or hate him, but Kelsey's good. And I'm finally warming up to the whole show. And you're right, Steve, there's nobody in it yet that I've seen except him. He's the only one.
No one.
Yeah. Is he now? Whether or not they've made reference to other people from
you
the
think
other
his
show,
brother would show up at some point?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think he's still alive. He's the perfect opportunity.
David Hyde Pierce.
Yeah. How did you keep that in your brain? Even I don't have that in my brain.
I don't know. Man.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't know
David Hyde Pierce.
Why do I remember stupid stuff like that? But I can't remember someone I met at a party.
And
their name.
Yeah, and Daphne, who was in Hot for Cleveland, so that actress, so she's still around.
I don't even know what Hot for Cleveland is anymore.
Hot for Cleveland was a show about women who were not, when they moved to Cleveland, they became very hot. In L.A., they were kind of like, okay. But when you move to Cleveland, you're really hot. If you're like an L.A. 10 is a Seattle 7 or something.
Right.
Or vice versa. Seattle 10 is an L.A. 7, and that's kind of like the hot in Cleveland kind of premise. And
that's the Betty
White
White show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and I can't remember the woman who played Daphne on Frasier, but I think she was in the show as well.
Jane Leaves?
Yeah, Jane Leaves. That's the one.
Someone has an issue with you, BJ.
Why would I do?
They want to thank you for convincing me to see that pile of crap that was The Marvels.
You didn't like the Marvels, really?
Apparently not.
Oh, wow. What I said is I liked it. It wasn't a fantastic film, but I really liked it. It was short. So to me, I really think it's a fun movie. I'm surprised people hated it, but they do. They hate it for some reason. It's not epic. I'm not saying it's the best Marvel movie ever made, and I'm not. It's just a fun popcorn movie. Is really what it is.
So it's this, if you guys are talking about TV, has anyone tried to watch The Golden Bachelor? It involves someone from the Northwest.
Oh yeah, Sarah
Bring
is
Sarah
totally in love with that show. She wants to get me on that show.
The Golden Bachelor?
You should be on that show.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Or when they do a Golden Bachelorette, you could be one of the guys.
Guys just pining for some hot older woman.
Yeah.
So
and these women don't look like they're my age.
Dude, I try to watch this show.
Oh, really? You're better than me.
I didn't even last a full episode. It's...
Sarah's so disgusted with you right now, Steve.
He's like, look at him.
You didn't like Gary?
Oh, gosh. Tugging on my emotional heartstrings.
Oh,
right
for
from the
sure.
get-go.
Oh, what's the story with him?
Because
he's the guy. He's the bachelor, and then there's a bunch of women trying to get him.
He's widowed.
Yes, he's widowed. He fell in love. They were together forever. They bought their dream house, and then a month later, she got sick. And
damn!
A crazy, I think, bacterial infection and died.
Yeah.
Literally died a month after.
Dude, it's like Frown Town right away.
So this is the old bachelor. Rather than having young people, they got people, in their 50s, 60s, 70s in the show?
60s-ish. I feel like a lot of them, I felt like were like late 50s and 60s, right?
There were some in their 70s. Gary's 71, I believe.
Gary's 71?
Yeah.
Who's that? Teresa? How old is Teresa?
70.
She's 70?
Is that the one that dated Prince? There was one that dated Prince. That was I remember in the first episode.
It is amazing.
One woman got naked in the first episode. She had a birthday suit on.
What?
Basically, the show should be called Horny Old Women.
I'm all for that show.
Yeah.
Dude, point me in that direction.
The oldest bachelorette on there is 75.
75?
Yeah, Pamela.
And they all do not look the age they say they are.
And they don't act it either.
Wow.
Yeah, they're all still
So I still get
kicking.
that. So, there's some, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I like to think of it as like they're trying to find another love of theirs before they die.
Wow. Kind of, yeah.
It's actually very sad thinking, so...
Yeah, they don't get long, these people.
No. So it's really like, wow, I haven't opened my heart up to someone since, my husband died or something.
Yeah.
Gary, you're the first person, and then they get eliminated.
Like, we're not doing a recap in 20 years to see where are they now, because that would be a very short episode.
Sure will be.
They got to do a recap in 20 minutes just to go, here, let's get an update, because we have some news.
I try to watch it, and I didn't last the whole episode. I was like, I'm just not feeling this.
You weren't feeling Gary making out with all the old people?
I wasn't feeling Gary.
What?
Wow. Well, you got to be feeling Gary.
He is like the nicest, sweetest guy ever.
No, I mean, I'm not saying I don't hate Gary. I don't want to see that.
Well, yeah, like him.
Gary, what's he ever done for me?
I don't want to see Gary's hearing aids not work or something like that. There's a part in it where he's putting his hearing aids on.
I love this guy. He's got hearing aids just like me.
Yeah.
All right.
Instead of like him showering topless like they usually do with The Bachelor, he's putting his in hearing aids and just like brushing his hair.
It really is a show for me. I should be watching
Do
this.
they go off and play bingo? Like, what's going on?
Dude, they had a whole
little mahjong.
They had a whole pickleball competition.
Oh, that's what all the old people are doing now.
Yep, and one lady the next day
she
was
break her
wearing a
hip?
cast because she got like...
That's how old she is that she got hurt playing pickleball. Okay.
Yes. I think she got shin splints or something, but the next episode she's in a whole cast, is limping.
I can't throw stones. I get hurt playing Monopoly, so really. I mean,
So it's a Jimmy Kimmel's aunt. I remember his aunt's in it.
That was really
And
funny.
they
Jimmy
said
Kimmel's aunt is in it?
Aunt Chippy. And she fell asleep during the rose ceremony, apparently.
I love that.
And she's a very normal looking older person.
Oh, yes. She's not
to be
glammed
honest,
up.
at first I was like, why is this woman in this? Because she doesn't look, the other women look like they're trying to still.
Yeah.
She looked like she accepted being old.
So they threw Jimmy's aunt in like Guillermo, basically?
Yes.
Okay.
Full on for comic relief.
All right.
And she was hilarious. And he's down to the final two.
Oh.
And there was a girl named Faith who does radio in the Tri-Cities.
Yes, a radio chick from the Northwest.
Yes, that's right.
Loved her. And
she's like 60-something, Faith.
Yeah, and she looks great.
Let me see
Plays the
Faith.
guitar, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Likes to ride a horse.
And
She's in her
they-
60s. God, everybody looks so much better than I do.
Yeah, they really do.
Oh, shut up. You're not supposed to agree with me.
All dolled up, man. If we put makeup on you, you would.
Yeah, you
Not
could lipstick
like
Some
that.
live
You could
injections.
Yeah, could you lipstick and a pig on me? Is that what you're saying? You can make it work?
No.
Okay.
But
Jeez, thanks.
there was the top three. They all went to hometown. So he came to Washington, met her family, met her grandchildren, promised the world to them, and then she just got eliminated. So she's not in top 2. I was crying my eyes out watching this. I'm not even going to lie.
What's her name? Vanessa?
Faith.
That too.
Wait, so he's telling her family, like, yeah, I'm here. I'm part of your family now, and then he just ditches her?
That's amazing.
Yep.
Oh, that is horrible.
This guy. I do hope his hearing aids break.
I hate the writers of that show. I mean, I hate the reality of that show.
Do not. Yeah, they finally had their first reunion since she got eliminated, and he was like, I feel so bad. I made a promise to your family. And they're both like crying really intensely, and you're kind of nervous for their health. I'm like, I don't know if their hearts and everything can handle this. But no one's had a heart attack, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
So
would
they're now
be-
down to the final 2?
Final 2.
Who are the
Okay.
final 2?
I only remembered Faith's name, okay?
I think one of them is Leslie.
Oh, Leslie.
And she was the one that dated Prince.
Oh, yeah, see, you knew
fitness
she's.
instructor, 64 years
Let
old.
me see. You got a picture.
I'm
of
rooting
her?
for her.
Whoa. God, these people do not. 64?
Yeah.
I thought her and Faith were going to be final 2, but.
Have you ever seen that meme where it shows what women like 30, 40 years ago who were in their 50s look like compared to now, what women look like now? The technology is insane.
The technology.
It's
These are all
what
robots.
else?
These
What
are
else?
robots.
What else is it but technology?
The plastic surgery.
It's the water.
That's
People drinking
technology.
more
I mean,
water.
they didn't have that kind of technology to plastic surgerize the way they do now.
I always love similar thing. I'll find like here's hockey players from like 40 years ago when they were in their 30s and they look like they're 60.
Yeah.
Compared to like guys now, like you look at like Jaromir Jagr or someone like that's like already in their 50s and still looks great.
Oh yeah, you look at Babe Ruth, who's
Yeah.
supposedly the best baseball's ever seen, and he looks like a slob compared to a below average hitter in the major leagues today.
Thanks
as far
to
as his
technology.
body. Yeah, that's super technology.
And she's a fitness instructor, okay? You got to give her a little credit for that.
I'll give her a little credit.
Okay.
Okay.
You can't do that. I can't use that if I'm The Bachelor? All
I
right,
mean,
fine.
you could try.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, how about if nobody wants a rose if I'm on there? Just like, no, thanks, I'm good.
That would be a trip though for like the families, like because you expect someone to be on The Bachelor's in their 20s or 30s, and now you're finding out like grandma is on The Bachelor.
So cool.
It's so
and she's
weird.
Like naked in an episode or something like that. Would be. I don't know if I could watch it.
You would have to watch it.
I can't watch naked grandma. Can
They
I?
blur it out. It's fine.
So you would watch let's just say your dad was on The Bachelor.
You'd
and
watch
there's a
me
part
blurt
where
out-
he's skinny dipping in a pool with one of the
I'll see
eligible
that.
bachelorettes. Don't try and puke in your mouth.
That
I see it
literally makes
happening.
me gag thinking
You would
about
watch it?
I would watch it. I would probably, cover my eyes during the inappropriate parts.
Yeah,
like
you
when
would
you're a
have to.
kid and there's like a scene.
All right, what about him making out with somebody?
Oh, I would cover my eyes for that too.
So you'll
wants to
film
see
your
that.
brother doing it, but you won't watch your dad do it on national television?
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what?
I just don't understand
Double
you.
standard. You're right. I'm more famous. He's just in a club where nobody knows him. I'm the Golden Bachelor, bitch. Film me.
Well, you're going to be filmed, so
that's a good point.
everyone's going to see it.
You as the Golden Bachelor, I would actually think that would be
But there's no way. I'm not in any shape at all. There's nobody. They're going to go, this is really.
But it would be endless entertainment.
It would
of
be,
you just like
yeah.
snapping off on all these women. And
See, I need to be on the Golden Bachelorette. See, that way, I'm there for comedic thing, but I'll never make the finals.
yeah, but I feel like the odds of you making a woman cry go higher if you have like 20 women vying for your love as opposed to you just vying
That's
for
a
the
good
love
point.
of one.
I am good at making women cry. You're right about that. Yeah, especially if I take my shirt off. Cry and heave at the same time.
People are not happy with your daughter. Spoiler alert.
Oh! You never told a spoiler.
What day is it? It aired on Thursday.
You just did a Steve Migs.
Yeah, and I was the bad guy
Yes.
for spoiling Survivor for you.
You literally spoiled the morning after it happened. It's been 5
tomato,
days.
tomato. Same difference.
It's very different.
Sorry about that. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway, Hope.
Sorry, texters.
We have no idea what Faith and Hope, whatever her name is, what they're doing. We have no idea. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, she's still there, maybe.
Yeah, she is. Whoops.
I'm just impressed someone who listens to our show is actually watching it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just surprised
No,
somebody
it's
was
actually
listening
pretty
to our
popular.
show.
Yeah, that too.
All right, yesterday, Steve did get this one right.
What beverage company has used the slogan, "Is it in you"?
Beverage company.
Coconut milk.
No.
Coke.
No.
Pepsi.
No.
No, it was Gatorade, actually.
Yep.
Yeah. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got a 206-803 Rock. We're playing Beat Migs. Going to do that at 8:47 on the Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. How long is a bankruptcy going to affect my credit rating?
Of course, most of the time, by the time we're talking about filing a bankruptcy, the credit has already taken a huge hit. Chapter 7 is going to affect it more negatively than Chapter 13. Chapter 7 stays on your credit report for 10 years from the time you file. It usually takes 7 or 8 years for your credit scores to get back into the normal range in a Chapter 7 case. However, your credit will start to recover even in Chapter 7 after about a year. You'll be able to get credit again right away, usually before your case is even over. Chapter 13 stays on your credit report for 7 years and usually takes about 3.5 years for your credit to get back in the normal range. So Chapter 13 will mean your credit gets better much more rapidly.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fixed fire. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Lovers, your local lingerie and adult store has gifts of pleasure for partners who know it's nice to be naughty. Turn up the heat this holiday when you shop at any Lovers store. Let our knowledgeable team help you select the best pleasure presents and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until December 31st. Some exclusions apply.
Are you dealing with a personal injury? Don't go it alone. Turn to the experienced team at Phillips Law Firm. Their attorneys have helped thousands of clients get the compensation they deserve. Call Phillips Law Firm now. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Deep underground the Jelly Belly factory, Bibi is in her secret laboratory creating the weird and wild flavors of Bean Boozled.
I've done it again!
Is it pomegranate or old bandage? Dare to compare. Bean Boozled, 6th edition. Are you brave enough?
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fixed fire. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Lovers, your local lingerie and adult store has gifts of pleasure for partners who know it's nice to be naughty. Turn up the heat this holiday when you shop at any Lovers store. Let our knowledgeable team help you select the best pleasure presents and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until December 31st. Some exclusions apply.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's happening. It's already this Friday. Live Day is here. Going to prom night this Friday night.
Oh, we'll finally get to see what your daughter's wearing.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, no, I don't want to see that. She was, yeah.
It's a prom attire that she says is probably not meant for prom.
No.
Anything's meant for prom nowadays.
Okay. Well, 7 p.m. is when it's all going to start. Join us all as we're doing a whole live show. Like, everything is going to be live, like always on a normal live day. But instead, we're doing it at 7 o'clock at night at Snoqualmie Casino.
It's going to be a blast. Everything performed live, like you mentioned. We'll have some special guests there as well. And also, we'll have a ukulele player playing, our friend Micah the Beast. The Beast.
He's got the beats, and he's the beast.
Yes, playing songs that should never be played at a prom. on the ukulele.
It's going to be awesome. We're going to be there. The men's going to be there. Ryan Castle, Taryn Daly. So you have got to get dressed up, too, because we're awarding a prom king, prom queen. So get dressed up.
Plus, we'll hang out with you at night.
Oh, we will?
Yeah, I will.
Oh, all right. Thanks. I wondered if you guys would hang out with me. That's nice. I appreciate that. You want tickets? You know where to go. snocasino.com.
Let's play B Migs.
It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa, Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to be Migs? I know Matt from Tacoma is. Matt, are you there?
I am. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Hey, Matty. All right, Stephen, now get out of here.
Goodbye.
For those playing at home, Matt has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's try it.
What restaurant chain has used the slogan, America's Diner is always open?
Denny's.
Yes. The Oval Office is located in which wing of the White House?
West Wing.
Yes. What is the longest river in the United States?
Mississippi.
No.
Colorado.
No.
Pass that one.
What technology company has a Genius Bar?
Pass that one too.
Beginning with T, what is the real first name of Carmen Electra?
You say C or T?
T.
T. Tara.
Yes.
Good job.
In Greek mythology, the Minotaur had the body of a man and the head of a what?
I still should know this. Pass it.
What band has the albums The Battle of Los Angeles and Renegades?
Rage Against the Machine.
Yes. Leah Michele was the star in what musical television series?
Geeks.
No. Wait, what was that?
Geeks.
No.
Oh, sorry, Maddie.
Matt, you got 4 correct.
Could have got so. He's going to be so bummed because he could have got more.
Yes.
Tip of his tongue, some of these.
I mean, and he did way better than our guy previously
That's true.
today. So
Well, we'll see how Steve does.
you never know.
Yeah, because Steve did not do well in the
Well, I
last one.
won.
Yeah, you won
Ugh,
barely.
barely.
Anybody that was good at the game would have killed you.
You did not deserve to win.
It doesn't matter. I won. If like in a week, if we look back on my wins and losses, you're not gonna be like, well, that one game you didn't win really convincingly.
I will remember
We
that
look at
and
you like
say
we look at the
that.
Seahawks, buddy.
Yeah, win's a win, man.
Yeah, and that's how I do it. I complain every time they win.
That's fair. Yeah.
Steve, are you ready?
Ah, yes.
What restaurant chain has used the slogan, America's Diner is always open?
Johnny Rockets?
No.
Red Robin?
No.
Sherry's?
No. The
Denny's?
Oval, yes.
Oh.
The Oval Office is located in which wing of the White House?
The West Wing.
Yes. What is the longest river in the United States?
Mississippi.
No.
The River of Tranquility.
No.
Colorado?
No. What technology company has a Genius Bar?
Oh, that's Apple.
Yes. Beginning with T, what is the real first name of Carmen Electra?
Tracy.
No.
Tara.
Yes.
Nice.
In Greek mythology, the Minotaur had the body of a man and the head of a what?
Bull.
Yes.
Good job.
What
Yeah.
band has the albums The Battle of Los Angeles and The Renegades?
Rage Against the Machine.
Yes.
Renegades Against the Machine.
Leah Michele was the star of what musical television series?
Glee?
Yes.
Nice.
The industrial piercing is located where on the body?
Dong?
No.
Nose?
No.
Ear?
Yes. And with that, you get 7 correct, which is a win, 7-4.
Sorry, Matt.
Nicely done, Steve-O. Nice
Thank you,
job.
my friend. He came back in the second half. He did. You know what? This team finishes in the fourth quarter every time.
I'm a fourth quarter team, man.
Surely are.
And you deserved this win.
Thank you.
We'll give it to you.
2-0 today.
Wow.
Sad that combined, they still didn't get a perfect 10.
You didn't.
That's the problem. That first game, Gino, it wasn't good.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes defense just steps it up.
That's what it is.
You eventually got that Denny's is America's Diner is always open.
How stupid. I should have went with Denny's first.
I don't know why you went with Red Robin.
I just like Red Robin.
I do
Okay.
too. It's
Fair
not a
enough.
diner and it's not always open though.
Yeah.
And does anyone
I wish
know?
it was, though.
Me too. The longest river in the United States?
Is that the Columbia?
No.
Oh, wow.
Mississippi is second. Missouri is first.
The Missouri River.
Yes.
Oh, I forget we even have a Missouri River.
I do too.
Right.
Okay.
I didn't know till this question.
And that's
so.
the longest river. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Missouri, Mississippi. Okay.
Yep.
I will never remember that, and I'll be mad.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well,
What's your thing
congratulations.
with like Greek mythology these days?
Mine?
Yeah.
She did Roman mythology, though. Earlier.
just mythology, I guess.
What's your thing with questions?
Why not?
I don't know if it was like on your mind, like you were like watching something, or like I was just curious. I wanted to get a peek inside the brain behind why you wrote those as questions.
Google just takes me down a rabbit hole.
Fair.
Yep. Or the crazy game shows I watch.
There is that, too.
Yeah.
All right, this is your time. Listeners on the loose. 206-803-ROCK. You pick the topic. You guide the show. What do you want to talk about? 206-803-ROCK. Calls, texts. We'll take them at 9:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose, where you pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text. Whatever you want to talk about, do remember Steve has a rule.
It's a simple rule, BJ. That's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you. And then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-803-ROCK, the number to call, the number to text. Let's go to Micah DeBeast, who will be with us on Live Night this Friday night, 7 o'clock. Snoqualmie Casino tickets, snocasino.com. Micah, what's up, buddy?
Hey, I heard that prom night is the bomb night with a hood rat you can hold tight. But really, though, I'm a Figaro playing the BJ and Migsy show, baby. How's everybody doing?
Yeah.
A lot better now.
We are looking forward to more of that. Yes.
Yay. You guys, I had so much fun last year when you guys had us out. It was such a blast. I was thrilled when Migs said that I could come out again this year. I've got some killer tunes ready. It's going to be a blast, man. I got my suit all ready. My wife's in a beautiful dress. I'm excited to see everybody looking fly. I think it's going to be a blasty blast.
I saw your wife just recently. It was awesome running into her.
Oh, really?
That's awesome. Yeah, she was telling me about that. That's super cool.
Yeah. Both at the dress store? Because I know you're trying to buy a beautiful dress for prom
She
night.
actually got the dress that I wanted. I wasn't going to bring up how I met her and saw her, but you know what?
sorry
That's
about
all right.
that,
It looks better on her. It's fine.
Yeah.
Don't tell her, but I thought it looked better on you, Steve, to be honest.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I'm sticking with my tracksuit then. But man, so you're going to be doing ukulele songs, certain songs that we feel should never be played at a prom, and you're going to do them on the ukulele. It's going to be great.
Yes, these are some of the most inappropriate prom songs I have ever considered. Yeah, a couple of them I'm almost a little embarrassed to play in front of people, but I think it's going to be a blast.
And I don't want to tell you what they are, BJ, so I want you to be able to enjoy it when it happens on Friday. But
so
one
you,
of them...
You have an inkling.
Well, yeah, because I sent him a couple ideas, and one of them, Micah got back to me, goes, have you ever listened to the lyrics? This is really disturbing. And I was like, yes. And this was a hit song.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I'm very excited. I love it when hit songs, when you go back and go, how did they ever write that, and why did people make that a hit?
You could not write that song, I think, nowadays.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a blast.
Very exciting.
And you also worked up a Beat Migs version on the ukulele.
Absolutely, yeah. I got a Beat Migs version and or a version of Beat Migs on the ukulele, and then I wrote a couple of custom winner and loser songs, depending on which way you go with Beat Migs too. So I am the music now, guys. I am your music now. I got everything you need. I got everything.
You're making some of the people who are being asked to do all the music, their life a lot easier because of this. So,
it is my pleasure. Believe me, guys. I am super excited.
Do you have your ukulele on you?
No, unfortunately, I'm at work.
That's fine. People got to pay to see it anyway at Live Day.
That's it.
Yeah, and tickets are almost sold out, so people need to, if you're thinking about going, get your tickets before this Friday.
Yeah, that's
that makes me so happy to hear. I am looking forward to seeing just the whole ballroom full of beautiful people. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be awesome, buddy. We will see you then. Micah DeBeast.
Yes, and rumor has it a certain Seahawks Hall of Famer might be joining us at Live Day as well.
Oh, really?
It's a very oddly specific person. Though.
Oh, okay.
Put two and two together. But
I wonder who that might be.
I like making it seem very, very mysterious.
snocasino.com is where you can get those tickets. And like Steve said, they're almost gone. So really, if you want to go to this, because we're doing it on a Friday night, which is this Friday at Snoqualmie Casino, everybody's like, 7 p.m., I can get there for that.
If you can't make it, we will be live on the radio at 99.9 KSW or on the Odyssey app, or you can watch it live on social media on Facebook.
Look at that.
KSW's Facebook page.
That's why it's Live Day.
KSW.com for all the details, BJ.
Yeah. 206-803-ROCK, the number to call, the number to text for listeners on the loose.
First, I have a topic for listeners on the loose. What song, band, or musical artist you can't stand to hear anymore since it reminds you of an ex? For me, any Disturbed songs.
Oh,
that's too bad.
Yeah, that's really tough. Okay, that one I think I would like to tie to an ex.
Oh, would you?
So that I would never have to listen to it again.
You know, I was recently talking about this, and I 311's one of them because I love 311, but I used to be obsessed with them. But I had an ex that like disappeared with a member of 311 one time at a work event.
Oh,
and so it's kind of been a tough one ever since.
Yeah, on every level.
It's
on that
not
one.
their fault. It's not like they know, hey, look, that guy, let's steal his girlfriend. It was just, they're just like hot girl hitting on them, hanging out with them, and all of a sudden they're gone.
Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it?
That was that relationship ended after that.
Yeah.
Shockingly.
I'm very surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really found out where you stood. It's like, oh, you're the most famous. Wait, there are other famous people. Let me go over there.
It's one of my biggest regrets. Not that part, but one of my biggest regrets was I did interview one of the members of 311 a little bit after that, not very soon after that.
Oh, man, I should have been with you for that interview.
And I did bring it up.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh, then I don't think that's a regret at all.
No, I regret that I don't have audio of it.
Oh, yeah, that would be so amazing.
You know, like there's lots of things. Like I remember, like I look back on, like there's a few interviews I think about. I'm like, I wish I had audio of that. There's one.
That would have been epic.
I remember I interviewed like Eminem when he first broke out. He came and played at the Showbox before he performed there. And
that
like,
would be nice.
Not that they were good interviews, but it's just that would be a cool time capsule to have.
Yeah. So what was the response to you saying, hey, by the way, my girlfriend...
Awkwardness.
Really?
Which understandably so. It was really stupid. I mean, what is he going to be like? My bad. Would you like to join our band? We'll pay you. You know, like what's the end result?
I love it. I want to see what somebody says.
I'm pretty sure I tried to convince him to let me play drums with them.
Because how many times does that? I mean, you know, when I never thought about it. That how many relationships get ruined by the whole "Hey, come on the bus" thing?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Room or just disappear somewhere at the Key Arena at the time.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I got so wasted that night.
I bet you
was
did.
So angry.
I don't blame you.
I was just a mess by the end of that night.
Yeah, dude, that sucks.
Oh, it's like I can still picture that moment where you're just like, it's like out of a movie. You're just like, no. But I still had to work. I was like, that's what you get for,
Oh, yeah.
hanging out with people maybe that don't have the best intentions.
Yeah. Oh, man. You're a better man than me because I think I would have just lost it.
I was dumb in my 20s.
Yeah. Believe me, in my 20s, it would have been drama.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I would have made sure she had a horrible night at least with that guy.
For all I know, they did nothing. Probably did, but
yeah.
For all I know, he just wanted the the companionship of an attractive lady to talk.
That's all. Yeah.
Play Uno on the bus.
There's nothing untoward going on.
So that's one of the bands. There's a few, but that would definitely be one band where to this day, even when I hear them, and I still like their music, but it will always remind me of that ex.
I bet Vicky, you've got a couple of bands that you're like, oh, reminds me of that crazy man.
Yes, but I don't hate the songs. Like, I don't hear them and be like, oh, my ex. Whether it's anger or sadness, I still love these songs. And one of them being Iris from the Goo Goo Dolls.
Oh, so just specifically a song.
Specifically a song because we danced, like we were at a swimming party. We were 15. We were dancing in the pool. It came on, and that was our song.
I just forget which one's Iris. Cause I get the two of them. That one and name confused. I don't want the world to see.
Yep, that one is. That's Iris.
That's it. Yeah.
And then the other one is Blind Melon, No Rain.
Oh no, that's a great song.
And I love it. No, yeah, it was.
You get dumped by the B girl?
No. I had an ex who was very kind of straight faced, kind of very serious. So he had a really goofy moment while he started dancing that song with a goofy face, and he just kind of let loose for a minute. So I always think positively. I'm like, that one time he smiled.
He had a personality.
He had a personality. He let loose. So it's a great song for that. So I still have pleasant memories with these songs.
I can remember it to this. I remember it to this day because not only is it a song, but it was also written in a card. The lyrics of this song.
Card, okay.
Yeah. The Beach Boys, Wouldn't It Be Nice? Wouldn't it be nice to live together? Sleep together, live together, all of that. And look, you got to remember, back in the 70s, nobody was really doing a whole lot of living together. It just started. So it was a dream. Like, no, you were a sinner by a lot of people's standards, especially if you grew up in a Catholic household, if you ever lived together, even if you were in a room together. So me and my girlfriend at the time were just like, so that was our anthem, our song. She wrote a nice card, and then she dumped me like maybe a couple of weeks later. And I'm like, every time, and of course that song was one of my favorite Beach Boys songs. And it's also probably one of their more popular songs. And every time it comes on, even though it's like 40-something years ago when this happened.
I still remember that.
It stabs me. And I see the card, and I see her picture, and she's looking really sweet and nice, and then dumped me just like a couple of weeks later after that card.
Sounds like we just can't go to that big Beach Boys 311 Goo Dolls tour that's coming to town this summer.
I know, dude. I was so excited for that tour, but what if that song comes on?
Danny, you have one?
It used to be. I don't really, not anymore. Like, I've actually grown to like the band since, but the band that I could not listen to for the longest time, the All American Rejects.
Oh,
yeah. Because my girlfriend, who turned into my ex-wife, that first album by the All American Rejects, she did not take that CD out of her car for probably 3 years.
Yeah.
And it was like one of always just that and Yellow Card. But for some reason, Yellow Card doesn't hit me as bad. But All American Rejects, I hated that band for the long. Like, I would not go see them. Anytime they were playing a festival, I was like, and I would
screw that band.
But then, like, I don't know, the hurt finally went away, and now I love the All American Rejects again. So it's one of those things
good.
that I healed, guys.
So I should try 311 again.
You should try 311 again.
Yeah, I tried. Wouldn't it be nice? And there's a tear.
It wasn't
that comes
nice
to my
still?
eye. It wasn't nice. It really, I mean, I don't know why. I really want to reach out to her because I want to know why she dumped me. I never got it explained to me.
And
And
you
she
think
came
she's still alive?
Oh, yeah, she's still alive. Yeah. Well,
Is that the one that sang the national anthem?
How old do you think we are over here?
Like
she was
80?
in my demographic.
Well, I mean, sometimes people pass at young ages. I was just curious.
Okay, you know what? No, you know what? You're not. You know what? I'm taking that as a slam.
Okay. Is that the national anthem girl?
Yes.
Oh.
It is the national anthem. Nice memory.
Well, you had like one girlfriend before you.
I know, actually, right. Just her and the snowman, pretty much the only ones in my life.
And your cousin.
Yeah, I forgot the cousin. Right. Yeah, and but I've never contacted her because I don't know. I thought it was inappropriate. You look up a high school sweetheart, but I think I got to do it. Because here's why.
I wonder if she remembers.
Here's why. She went into behavioral science. I think she's into therapy. Like she's a therapist. So I feel like, okay, I'm going to ask her for therapeutic reasons because she dumped me. But then somehow she shows up to my birthday party. Like, why did my dad have her come to my birthday party? And she, like, it was. I thought she wanted to get back with me.
My friends invited my ex one time on a booze cruise in
Why?
college. People don't think. They're just like, oh, this person knows this person. I'm like, I remember I was like, why'd you invite my ex?
Terrible idea.
I thought you were going to say recent birthday party. I'm like, what in the world?
That would have been epic if she just shows up. That would be amazing.
I would really love for you to actually hit her up and be like, what?
I think I will.
Why did you dump me? Don't worry. I'm not looking to hang out or anything like that. You know?
I think I got to ask.
And it would be amazing if she actually still remembered and had an answer.
I hope she does. What if she forgets that she was even with me? That would be worse. She's like, who are you again?
I don't remember everybody that I dated, like fully. Like, you know, like how long did you guys date for?
It wasn't long.
That's what I mean.
It was like a summer. But I feel it was, but you see, that was like the only girl I ever really had a relationship with before my wife.
I had like a couple people you dated for like a few weeks and then like, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't even know if that's really dating or just like seeing each other.
Yeah. You're probably right. She probably has no clue who I am.
She's like, who?
Yeah.
Just call her or get a hold of her and just be like, you know, I'm a radio host. Can we have you on the radio? And then I want this.
Oh, that's what I'm going to do?
Yes, please.
And then tell her that she wanted a dozen roses.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Combine all those radio bits together. It's second date update from 40 years ago.
Yeah, you're right. That is the best second date update.
That's a next level second date
it's
update.
the golden second date update. Let's make. I mean, everything's golden now, right?
You know what? You're right.
Yeah, let's get R. Kelly to host
the
it.
golden date update. R. Kelly.
Okay, it is. It is.
Would you be ready for any answer?
Yeah,
what
I
if she
think I
said,
would. I have an answer in my head.
What do you think it is?
I think I went too far.
Try too hard?
Yeah.
Or you went to try to hit second base?
I went to. Yeah, I actually tried to go to third base.
And it was on like
I actually did go to third base, and I was caught stealing. I really was. Yeah, at least it felt like after that, in my own brain,
you weren't even in a pickle at all.
No, it was. Yeah, I was totally caught stealing, and then what I was sent down to the minors. Like it was immediately, I was demoted to the minors for such a bad base running play.
Cut you from the team.
I was cut from the team. But then here's the thing. She came back for my birthday, so maybe it wasn't that. Because if I indeed went too far and this guy is a whatever, pervert, whatever, why would she come back for my birthday? Like, why would she want... Right. We did have a nice cake. Yeah, you know me. I get good cakes for the birthday, so yeah. You pick the topic. You guide the show. It's listeners on the loose. Call us, text us, 206-803-ROCK. We'll take those calls. We'll take those texts at 9:33 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fix 5. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Have you or a loved one been injured in an accident? Are you struggling to recover fair compensation? Look no further. At Phillips Law Firm, the experienced personal injury attorneys will fight for your rights and get you the justice and compensation you deserve. They handle a wide range of cases, including car accidents, slip and falls, medical malpractice, and workplace injuries. Justice is a phone call away, so don't wait. Call today for a free case review. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Lovers, your local lingerie and adult store has gifts of pleasure for partners who know it's nice to be naughty. Turn up the heat this holiday when you shop at any Lovers store. Let our knowledgeable team help you select the best pleasure presents and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until December 31st. Some exclusions apply.
Coastal Farm and Ranch, just what your holidays need.
Unwrap all the best deals when you shop Coastal's Country Christmas Sale. Save $15 on men's and women's jeans, $49.99 and up. Select Georgia Romeos are $15 off and get 25% off all right-on toys.
Coastal Farm and Ranch, just what your holidays need.
Shop Coastal's Country Christmas Sale now through December 18th at Coastal.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text.
Some people are texting about the songs that they can't listen to anymore because of their ex. One person said, it took me a long time before I could listen to Shimmer by Fuel again after my wife and I split up.
Oh.
I thought that, call me out of love.
I don't think I could listen to that again, but that's for different reasons.
Oh, well, makes you think of this guy and his wife.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You guys don't know the Shimmer song?
The way you're doing it, I'm not sure.
Danny.
Yeah.
I bet we have it in our system.
Yeah, we probably do.
Shimmer. We have to. This song was a monster hit like in the 2000s.
Okay, so it's off of...
Fuel. It's by the band Fuel.
Oh! I heard you say Tool. That's why my brain goes, I don't know what you're talking about.
It rhymes with Tool.
Yeah, I totally was like, I don't know what the hell you were saying. Oh, Fuel.
See,
yes. Yeah, that I know this song. No, I know the song. I just don't know the way he was doing it. I don't hear any doobie-doos in this.
I don't know the lyrics.
Is this a scat song now? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good tune.
Yeah, this was when I worked at the end, this song was like played every other time.
Oh, yeah.
Like every other song was Fuel Shimmer.
Yeah.
I bet you know when it kicks in.
I was waiting for it to kick in because I don't know this.
Yeah, I feel like this is a Danny song.
I feel bad. The guy said he can't hear this song after him and his wife were playing it. Oh, sorry. Oh, he said it took him a long time. You can listen to it now.
Okay, good.
It's about to kick in.
Yeah,
I think we got like 20
and
seconds.
the song has a vibe to it like you did like lose something.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I haven't really listened to the lyrics, but it feels like you've got a loss in your life.
And apparently the song was inspired by an ex-girlfriend that the guitarist Carl Bell had after high school who left him for another man she ended up marrying. Years later, she called him to talk about the relationship woes.
Oh. The other man.
Yep.
Was he in 311?
All right. Yeah. Meanwhile, you got me stalking my old girlfriend on...
Wait, you're still looking her up?
Yeah. There's a great thing called Spokio.
Spokio.
which you can get people's numbers and everything. I did that because that's how I try.
Did you get her phone number?
No, I haven't done that because you got to pay Spokio. But I'm trying. I'm just trying normal. I'm just trying. Well, it's only supposed to be like 10 cents or something like per search, but then they sign you up and charge you a monthly fee. I did it when I got my DNA test, and then said, okay, let me try to find family members. This way.
Yeah, but you can do anything.
Yeah, Spokio is legit.
Search anyone, anywhere.
Because everything is public record. It's amazing what is out there for public records that you don't realize. If somebody wants to find out about you, it's there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's also amazing how many people are off the grid. Like you and me. I feel like, Steve, there's so much information about us because we're just idiots on the radio that you can find. Yeah. But yeah, here's what they'll do. They make you wait forever on their
site.
Like,
give me 50 cents.
They go, sign up here, give us an email there, do whatever over here, divide by 3. And I thought I was only doing it like, a la carte.
Right.
And the next thing I know, I got a charge for like $19.99. I'm like, what is this about?
Yeah, I don't. Right. Once they start asking more questions, I give up.
Yeah. So
I remember it used to be like those websites that were free that you just type in and you would get everything.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is insane that you can get all this information just right there.
All public records. That's why. It's just that the internet can search them so quickly and find out all this stuff.
So when you call her and she's like, how'd you get my number? You're like, Spokio. And she's like, what the hell?
I called my basically half uncle. Because I had his number because I saw him in the family tree thanks to the whole thing, and he was tripping. He's like, who is this? And I said, this is going to be weird. Your sister, who passed away recently, she was a busy girl.
Oh my gosh.
And he was not. He was like ready to hang up, and I had to charm the hell out of this guy. He was like in his 70s, getting close to 80. And I'm like, dude, your older sister, I could send you some pictures right now via text. Take a look at me. Everybody says I look like her, and I'm probably her kid.
And he's just like, well,
and
this
he's
is
like,
odd.
His whole thing was, I don't think so. And then when I started giving him the chronology, I was born in 1960 in Boston, Massachusetts. And then he was like, he went, he's like, he knew that.
I thought you were trying to scam him for something.
Well, a lot of people do on Facebook. They don't respond to me.
Yep.
But this old guy was ready to go, F you, buddy. But then every time I mentioned Boston, Massachusetts, I found out that was a point in my mother's time in the 60s where she kind of disappeared for a while.
So hit the big city to bang some people.
Well, what they used to do is you would go away for a trip for 9 months.
Huh.
So you would go away, have the baby, come back.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, that's kind of what women did, in the like definitely in the early parts of the 1900s.
Months?
Yeah, they would go abroad. If you were fancy, you'd go abroad, you'd have some work you'd be doing. What you did was you went to have the baby, give it up for some adoption, come back, nobody ever sees that you were pregnant. You're just abroad for a while. And I think that's what happened to my birth mother is she went traveling to Boston because she was from the South. And she went traveling to Boston, had me, left me there, went back down south.
So you get the southern roots, man.
Yeah, Florida, and then California on my father's side. And everybody knows my father was a player. So as soon as everybody. I've talked to everybody in the family on my father's side, and they're like, yeah, we're not surprised.
So
we're not surprised that he's probably got kids everywhere.
Are you keeping in touch with the new family?
They stopped contacting me. I mean, I feel like they're like cool.
The novelty wore off.
Yeah, and I don't think they want a relationship. I really thought there'd be something. I made one woman cry.
Well, you're known for that.
But I asked
She's
her
not
to
even
tell
a stripper, and you made her cry?
She was the older sister, my older
Maybe
half-sister.
She was a stripper at one point.
No, this is not good, dude.
Oh.
I asked about our dad. I'm like, okay, tell me a little bit about dad. And next thing you know, she starts bawling and saw what a horrible father he was. I'm like, oh, God, I never thought. You go, tell me a little bit about dad. I bet he was a great guy, blah, blah, blah. And you never think that, well, what if he wasn't a great guy? And, yeah, he wasn't a great guy.
It's you and always asking about those relationships with fathers.
But she's my sister. I felt like that was the proper time to ask about a father question.
It's always a surefire way for you to get people to cry.
You're right, dude. So, yeah. Then the half niece who's on that same side of the family, she hasn't contacted me. I asked the question, she's done. I mean, she met with me one time on Zoom. It was nice, and she's a good kid, but she's done. And then the same thing with the sister. She's like done. So,
well, I mean, I guess it's like, what were you hoping? Like go over there for Christmas?
I was hoping that since we're like biologically connected, that maybe that would be cool because I saw some similarities. Like the half sister, her and dad used to go perform. So I'm like, well, look at me. I'm a performer. It makes sense.
It's performed everybody.
Yeah, and
you guys should do a podcast together.
I think they have to actually talk to me to do it.
That'll be the bit.
The half niece is a super geek, into Dungeons and Dragons and role playing games, and so I thought, it's like. It's like it makes a lot of sense.
Did you offer to show your Warhammer and she got weirded out by it?
I felt like with the half niece, and even Sarah tried to vouch for me. She got on to tell the half niece I wasn't a crazy person, and and tried.
My dad's cool. Can you talk to him?
Yeah, basically Sarah had to set the stage just because she didn't. Sarah's like, I think it's weird. You really probably should set the stage. You're not some creepy old guy, and so Sarah,
you have your daughter.
Sarah,
vouch for you?
Sarah vouched. Sarah thought that would be a good idea for her to vouch for me because the girl's the same age as Sarah.
But they don't know your daughter.
But at least they know she's a regular person.
Do we?
Well, I mean, if you're a creepy old man, you don't have a daughter in on the plot, do you?
Possibly.
Okay, well.
You could have paid somebody.
That's true. Maybe it's not even really your daughter.
Well, and this was more than just a phone call. It was like a FaceTime.
Yeah, it was a Zoom thing.
Okay, that's a little more personal.
Yeah.
You do look like an old man that could be creepy.
Yeah. Thank you, honey.
Yeah,
thank you so much for that.
She said could. She didn't say you do.
Yes, but it could come across like that.
This is my life.
So I just popped on and was like, "Hey, girl, we're like the same age." So
How'd that conversation go?
it went fine.
Yeah,
she seemed very nice.
She was a really good kid, and that's why I thought, and she lost her dad. So I thought, how cool is it that maybe there's an uncle she doesn't know? See, that I felt like it was a Hallmark movie waiting to happen. Where what if she doesn't have a good male figure in her life?
You could be her father
gone?
figure. I will be your father.
Well, that's what an uncle is, Danny. I mean, an uncle was like if you
an uncle that she's never met before.
Well, I know, but if she got to know me,
Uncle BJ.
But if I kind of looked like
sound weird.
Tell me about your.
But if I looked like her dad and I had similar interests,
I'll be your daddy.
It would be. I thought that would be kind of cool. Not like I'll be your daddy. It wasn't like that.
Well, and she shut that down real quick
Yeah,
because she hasn't contacted
She hasn't
you
contacted me.
since.
It's just like the movie Trading Places. They never got to meet their other parent, and all of a sudden, they
mean
did.
The Parent Trap?
Not Trading Places, The Parent Trap.
Yeah.
That
was a
Eddie
show.
Murphy got to meet Lindsay Lohan, and they realized they were twins.
You had to have just quoted that dang George Michael song. It would have been amazing if you just texted look, I will be your father figure. Put your tiny hand in mine.
No.
I will be your preacher teacher. Anything you have in mind.
See, it doesn't sound right when George Michael says it.
It doesn't either, yeah.
But that's what I was thinking, because that's I've watched movies where long lost people get together, like the kid doesn't have somebody important in their life, and then next thing you know, somebody rolls in who's actually, you're the next best thing. And I thought, this is a movie.
It's a movie.
But it's an uncle, like part of her family.
But it's probably played by a lovable person.
I know, that's the
Kevin
problem.
James or something.
It really should. I wish I did look a little bit more like Kevin James.
Did you know this plot, Sarah? Because it feels like he's kind of low-key trying to replace you.
Oh, yeah. Well, there was a half-sister that he was really trying to meet, right? That you wanted this girl.
And she is your age, because my father, he played around at every he got after it in his 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. He kept rolling, spreading his love everywhere. So I have a half sister who is Sarah's age.
Yeah, so I had a little bit of I want to say a breakdown, but I made it very clear that if she comes into your life, BJ, she better not replace me.
She's my sister. And she's into board games, from what I was told, too. She's a huge board gamer. That's why I thought...
Already replaced. You haven't even met her.
Done.
She's living now in the office.
She won't even contact me.
No.
I went through multiple people to try to get this half-sister to, at least say hi.
I don't know if I would either, to be honest with you. I've had people on Facebook hit me up because of the same last name. And they're like, I'm from this area, too. We might be related. And I'm like... Mark unread.
Oh.
What am I going to do?
Really? I 100% would if someone reached out to me.
So would I, because I'm adopted. I would reach out to anybody.
I have a hard enough time talking to my actual family members. I don't want to add another person that's kind of sort of a family member.
See, that's the thing. You have a family.
Oh, okay. Well, are you family shaming me?
Yeah.
You
all
have
you
a family
people
too.
I have a
right there and right there.
You have a great daughter, okay? You don't need a sister.
You got
I have a daughter that thinks I look like a creepy guy.
You have a brother who you haven't even yet figured out what his middle name is. Now all of a sudden you want to just go willy-nilly with new family members.
Look, I don't mean to be mean to my adopted family. They were great to me.
They answer your phone calls.
Yes, they do, but they're not biologically related to me. So it's like to find a bio family, it is different.
I'm biologically related to you.
Oh, are you?
I'm not good enough, though.
I did get the DNA test. I was worried about it for a while. But you are. You and Joey both are related to me, so I have to take you in.
I was more surprised about Joey.
I was too, because Joey's is really tall. I was thinking my wife and I are going to have a really uncomfortable conversation because Joey did the DNA test. And I thought when he comes back being related to, like, I don't know, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, it was going to be like, forget about it.
And that's why he's so good at basketball?
Yeah, that's the problem, is he isn't. So I figured he wasn't related to anybody that played the NBA.
Abdul-Jabbar of all people.
I couldn't think of any other basketball player's name but that.
Larry Bird.
Oh no! Well, yeah, Larry. I mean,
Larry's not tall enough.
Yeah, no. You're if it's got to be Kareem, not Larry
Or Shaq.
Yeah. Oh, Shaq. Okay. Yeah, he shoots free throws like Shaq. You're right. That would have been a better one.
Yeah.
Okay. You're right. That's the one player he could be related to. All right. Well, congratulations to me. I look like a creep that none of my family wants to talk to. That's, I think, the lesson of the day. Thanks, people. Great self-esteem boost today. Well, yeah, thanks. No. Here's a question for you, since we talked about Tool, even though they weren't even really supposed to be part of the conversation. What do Ryan Castle and Maynard James Keenan have in common? I'm going to tell you at 9:50. Make that 9:52 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and Maynard James Keenan from Tool have in common?
Wino.
Yeah.
Oh, Tool, I thought you said fuel.
Texture one says 2 words: prison sex.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I'll give you that. This is a cool story, man. Before Maynard became the front man of Tool, he served in the U.S. Army for 2 years, which I did not know.
He's a badass.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either, honestly.
Yeah, he did. Back in '82, he did basic in Oklahoma. And during his time at Fort Still, he roomed with this dude named Jeff Parks. And then Keenan would eventually move on to be stationed in Kansas. The two would fall out of touch, and the decades would pass. It's been 40 years. And as a birthday wish, Maynard said, hey, he went on Instagram, can you guys help me find this guy? I really want to see him again. And people helped out, and they did reunite. After 40 years, him and his bunkmate, from back when basic training.
I wonder if that dude even knew who the hell he was. That he became Maynard James Keenan from Tool.
That's a good question. And
that he inspired the first song on the Anima album.
Yeah. It's awesome, man. The whole family's there wearing Tool stuff, and that's a cool thing. Ryan Castle, he hasn't, I don't know if he's inspired anything, but he does have a 12-pack. That's next.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Well, bankruptcy costs, of course, vary depending on what type of case you're filing. There's a certain amount of court costs and other out-of-pocket costs that you're going to have in any case. The filing fees in a bankruptcy case are about $300, whether you file Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. One of the things to watch out for when you're shopping for bankruptcy attorneys or looking at the different cost options is that a lot of times, especially the really cheap places, don't tell you up front about all the court costs and whatnot that you're going to have to pay in addition to the attorney fees. So make sure that you get the full picture when you're comparing prices of bankruptcy lawyers on what the attorney fees are, how much your court costs are going to be, so that you can really make a true comparison.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fix 5. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Have you or a loved one been injured in an accident? Are you struggling to recover fair compensation? Look no further. At Phillips Law Firm, the experienced personal injury attorneys will fight for your rights and get you the justice and compensation you deserve. They handle a wide range of cases, including car accidents, slip and falls, medical malpractice, and workplace injuries. Justice is a phone call away, so don't wait. Call today for a free case review. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Lovers, your local lingerie and adult store has gifts of pleasure for partners who know it's nice to be naughty. Turn up the heat this holiday when you shop at any Lovers store. Let our knowledgeable team help you select the best pleasure presents and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until December 31st. Some exclusions apply.
If you're a business owner, you know these sounds mean sales. And from the sound of it, your business is growing. Whether you're fulfilling orders from your home office or warehouse, Stamps.com helps you stress less about mailing and shipping and spend more time doing what you love most. Listening to ASMR. I mean, growing your business. But as you grow, so does the need for efficiency. Stamps.com simplifies your shipping and mailing process. Import orders from wherever you sell online. Find the lowest rates with the fastest delivery times. Instantly deliver tracking updates to your customers. And buy shipping and mailing supplies when you run low. Save time and money on mailing and shipping. Get started at Stamps.com today with code PROGRAM for a 4-week trial, free postage, and a digital scale.